We're great at starting, guys.
Yeah.
Asher,
All right,
clap.
everybody. Welcome back to the Anime Panel podcast. I'm your host, Asher, and we have a new guest today, as you can see.
Hello.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, new guest?
I'm Ryan. I'm a 25-year-old nerd. I work in a store.
Sick.
Awesome.
Sick. That's exactly the
I like
criteria we're
anime.
looking for here. I love that for you.
Thank you.
And then we'll do the traditional where everybody reintroduces himself again for any new watchers, starting with my left.
Oh, you're
Which
gonna
is
make
tradition.
Me go first?
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Well,
sat there.
I'm Allie.
I'm Mac.
Nice.
Yo, it's your fellow yard dog, Joshua Flores. How y'all doing tonight?
Nice. We already
And
know who you are.
I'm Maddie.
Nice, nice. Well, today the topic is going to be about film and anime. So movies in specific. It could be a short movie, long movie, whatever it is. It's got to be longer than a single episode because sometimes you just need a little substance with your anime. You know, you need a good binge sesh, but you can binge it in one go. So,
One sitting.
yeah, we really, really like that here.
You're telling me you don't want to watch the 25th episode of X in Another World?
No.
Isekai?
I mean, I probably would, but that's for a different day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And then the first thing, before we even get into that, is IGN announced their anime of the year.
We picked good Halloween costumes this year.
Yeah, we
You really did.
You were right on the money.
You really did.
Frieren was announced as IGN's anime of the year.
Yeah.
Based.
Oh, it's really, really good.
Highly based.
Have you seen it?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Oh my God.
Like,
What a great show.
I was okay with not having a lot of really big battle scenes in the anime, and then they were just like, "Here you go, last 2 episodes. This is what you've been looking for, right?" And I was like,
Exactly.
"I need more of this right now."
I didn't need it at first, but now I do. Like, you've
Yeah.
hooked me. I'm on
I-
crack now.
I think
Yeah,
that they do
literally.
a good job though, even though they don't show like a lot of fight scenes. Like the whole time you're thinking in your head, I don't want to see her fight. Like
For
that's
real.
not gonna end well for you. You don't want to make her fight.
Because if she does, it's the last thing you'll see.
Yep. It's really good.
You're the mosquito, bro. And she's the swatter.
Yeah. No, she's like 5 swatters in one.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real here. They're all coming from different angles.
The penta swatter.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think Alex and I are gonna probably hopefully watch it soon. We're finally almost done with Venture Bros, which has been our
Nice.
project.
Nice.
We just have the movie. Yes, we just have the movie left, so we're really like at the end.
Pushing.
And then we'll probably watch Arcane because all of his friends watched it without him.
I still need
So
to watch
no,
that.
he-
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it either.
I've been thinking
Yeah.
about it.
So
I'm
we'll
in one of
probably
those-
finish that, and then I'll probably convince him to start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That.
I'm in one of those moods where like I want to go against the pack because like Arcane has so much hype. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah. Like I might watch it later.
Yeah, I was like that with Game of Thrones because like I watched a little bit of Game of Thrones and then it got super popular and it was the only thing anybody wanted to talk about. I was like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I don't want to watch Game of Thrones anymore.
Yeah.
It kind
Honestly.
It was supposed to be.
Like,
It was cool when it was my thing, but now that it's everybody's thing, I'm
Yeah.
done.
I feel like it takes away the motivation when everybody's like, "It's the best thing ever. Watch it."
Yeah.
And the thing
Yes.
is, too,
Fair.
everyone was hyping it up so much that like I heard it ended on a bad note too. Like it was like it was a
It
fucking
did.
bad ending. And, like,
Game of Thrones had the worst ending I could
Yeah.
have ever imagined.
Oh, my God. I've heard that.
It's literally like
It
they
was
build
rough.
up one result for all 8 seasons and then they just smack you in the face with it, put it in a meat grinder, and step on it. And
I
then they
still wanna
grab
watch
something
it, though.
completely different that you definitely didn't want, and then they shove it in your mouth. And they're like, does that taste good?
Nothing will beat the.
Don't
It
put
was
that on my
just a
mouth.
dream ending. So
Poor Jon Snow. That's all I'm going to say.
Uh-oh.
You're really making me not want to watch this.
Poor guy. I mean,
That's why I didn't tell you to watch it. I just said you're fine with House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
you're fine with House of Dragon.
Is it good? Is House of the Dragon good?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty consistently good so far.
I do
Yeah,
have
I've
to
heard.
pre-screen every episode for Allie before we watch it, but it's fun.
The
I mean,
filter.
Matt Smith is in it. How bad could it be?
Allie just can't handle gore.
Yeah.
That's valid.
She'll literally pass out.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
wow.
have to pre-screen every single
Yeah, blood
episode
is a trigger
before she
for
can
me.
watch it. And I'll just be like, oh, and she has to watch them with me, so I can be like, okay, close your eyes.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Nice. Nice.
But then Crunchyroll also came out with the anime of the year like topics.
So yeah, so they have all the categories that will be for the anime awards this year. It's a little bit of a list, so I'm gonna go through it pretty quick. So anime of the year, film of the year, best continuing series, best new series, best original anime, best animation, best character design, best director, best background art, which is a new category, Best romance, best comedy, best action, best isekai, which is a new category.
Oh, nice.
Best drama, best slice of life, best main character, best supporting character, most protected at all cost character, best anime song, best score, best opening sequence, best ending sequence, best voice artist performance, Japanese, Arabic, Brazilian, Castilian, Spanish, English, French, German, Italian, Latin, Spanish, and Hindi, which is going to be the new one.
Nice.
For language this year. So essentially, best like voice actor for each
language
for the dubs.
That's cool.
I love that.
Makes
Everybody gets
sense.
a little recognition.
Yeah, I feel like once they announce like which animes are going to be in each category, we'll probably do a predictions episode.
Yeah,
Like well before they actually announce it. I think that would be fun.
so voting will be April 3rd through 14th.
Okay.
So, I mean, obviously that's a few months away, but
Yeah, we'll do we'll do one of those.
If we do it that week, then all the categories will be out, and we could even just do like kind of our group vote, maybe.
Yeah.
Because you can submit a new vote. I think like once every day. I think.
Yeah,
for
that's
your
typically how
account.
they do those things.
So I'm
So
gonna make 500 accounts. Right?
Yeah.
Hear me out.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
Oh, I mean, obviously.
In Minecraft.
It's definitely a joke.
Ash's gonna do this in
Roblox.
Minecraft.
In Roblox, I'm going to connect to a server called USA. And I'm going to create 500 fake Roblox accounts and have them vote on something every day.
Yep. But yeah, we could do.
JK lol.
So we'll probably maybe like the week that it opens, maybe we'll do that for pod
Mm-hmm.
that
be
week
fun.
as we'll just sit down and we'll actually do a group vote.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. That'd be a really
100%.
good time. Really good time.
We're gonna be flipping tables that day.
Honestly, there will probably be
you
some
picked
things that
that?
we'll be fighting about over it.
That might be a long pod.
Because it'll be fun because we can actually do one full submission
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
of like our collective decision, but we can argue over it. I think it'll be fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because I think
be
we'll all
passionate.
have opinions.
Oh, I mean, everybody has opinions.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I'm a robot.
Oh,
That's
no.
your opinion.
I don't think you might be right.
Hey, with AI, they have opinions now.
Yeah, kinda.
God,
Whatever
That's
the
creepy shit.
opinion of the
Biased
programmer.
bias AI is terrifying.
Bias
Yeah.
AI is terrifying.
Because, like, could you imagine, hey, ChatGPT, how do I do this? Go fuck yourself. That's how you do that.
Stop talking to me. I'm an introvert.
Literally. That would be terrifying. So, what are some of our favorite anime movies? Just give me your top 3. We'll start with Josh Dog over here.
Yo, let's see.
Put 'em on
Definitely
the spot.
Spirited Away.
Solid.
I can't remember the name of it, but there was one where it's like this guy was supposed to be like a video editor for a movie, and it started with the P. But like it was really cool because it was like a nice little like love letter to like the movie industry because like it was like they were trying to figure out what was the best way to go about finishing the thing with this like whole like that was like a prodigy or something, and like they wind up like going through the whole process of like what it really means to really be involved and invested in the art and stuff. I wish I fucking knew. I'm sorry, you guys already know I'm horrible with that shit, but like, damn, that was a good fucking movie.
I can feel your passion from here.
Yeah. And shit, let's see. Another one would be it's not a Studio Ghibli one, but
That's fine.
That My Neighbor Totoro.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one because it's like that really captures like what it feels like to be a kid moving into new territory.
Yes.
You know, it really makes you feel like, damn, this is what the uncertain would feel like to the fully wide-eyed imaginative.
You know, in that movie, you know the 2 little girls?
Yeah, yeah.
They were originally one little girl. And then they
Yeah.
took the face of that little girl and made it the older sibling. And then they took the body of the girl and made that the younger
You
sibling.
stole my fun fact.
Yeah. It's my favorite Totoro fun fact.
That's a pretty cool fun fact right there because it's like you could tell like they wanted to go with someone, but like they needed someone to be like at the anchor point, which was the older one, but then the other one to really explore the depths of like, you know, the uncertainty of the imagination.
Yep.
And that was really beautiful to see them do
Also
that.
to appeal to multiple ages as well, because like even when you move as a teenager, it's not easy. You know what I
No.
mean? Because you almost feel burdened to be the anchor point for your family.
That's a good point to put it as. Like I didn't really thought of like that, like because you
'Cause
feel this
everybody's
weight.
so different. Somebody has to be the same.
Get out of my
Yeah.
brain. Oh my god, it's a lot of pressure. I feel like it also depends on like if you're the oldest child or middle child. Youngest
Typically, it
child.
happens to the middle child.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the oldest child usually feels the responsibility of the family,
right.
and then the youngest child just does whatever they want because
Right.
parents basically gave up with the first two. They're just
Middle
making sure
child
the
is just
last
like-
one lives. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because everything's already kind of like figured out of what you're gonna do, where you're gonna go. You just got to get there, bro.
Right.
You know. Whereas with the first one, they're experimenting and figuring it out. So
That's
the
me.
middle one is the one that
That's me.
typically feels a lot of the burden.
I'll
Yeah,
fully admit
everybody's
I'm
going
the old
through
one.
life for the first time, man.
And then there's somebody like me
That's
where
true.
one parent, I'm the baby, and one parent, I am the oldest.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
an only
that's crazy.
child, so
I feel like being an only child is a different type of responsibility feeling. Almost.
yeah.
I mean,
Let
I
me
don't
tell
know
you,
because I'm
bro.
not one.
It's a
but
lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Because like you have all of your family's aspirations on your shoulders,
Yeah.
and like every minor mistake is suddenly the end of the world because
Yeah.
they don't get to try again. You know what I mean? So it's all right though. I'm alive.
It's fine.
That's all they really get.
It's okay.
Therapy with the Anime Pod.
Yeah, yeah. It's like that meme where the dog is in the burning building. It's
Exactly.
like everything is fine. No, yeah, I'm fine.
As somebody
specifically.
who's had Asher's full lore drop,
yeah,
Yeah.
that is very accurate.
I'm
Yeah.
fine. It's
What
all
about the
good.
Asher DLC? Is that coming out soon?
We're living it right now.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, this is the extended cut right
Yeah,
here.
well, we're gonna have steak and mac and cheese night where Asher gives us part 2.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. What they got before was just the prologue.
That was just the family lore. We haven't gotten to relationship lore yet.
Yeah. All right. Top 3 anime movies.
Oh,
Go.
okay. So Ponyo is number 1.
Solid.
Yes.
You're gonna win Maddie points with that one.
Damn. Yeah, absolutely. Ponyo is number 1. Of course, it's a
sensing a
Ghibli
theme.
movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah.
Number 2 would probably be, I don't know if we count like the rebuild of Evangelion 3 or 4, maybe. Because maybe 4 actually, because original Evangelion I have a very love-hate relationship with. I think
I hear that a lot.
yeah, it's like I love the concept, and all the parts that I hate about it are, I mean, how much can I hate it because the director or writer or whatever he was, the original guy, he was going through a lot in his life at the time, and he kind of translated that into his work, and then the end user really just sees sort of like a nonsensical, like, what the hell is this ending, right? And then you've got your spin-offs and your games and whatever and the timeline, and the rebuild of Evangelion was kind of like his love letter to the series, sort of tying it together and adding a few new things. And it really was like for me, it was like a very heartfelt thing when at the end of that, I'm not going to spoil it, of course, but it's got not just a cohesive ending, but it's just very hopeful, and I love that for the guy. He went through hell and back, and he's in a better place, and
Love that.
the animation is gorgeous. Like I love me some
yeah,
shonen. Like
gotta
come
love
on,
that.
like
Who
yeah.
doesn't?
I haven't seen any. That's definitely on my watch list. I
Yeah.
need to see it.
I would definitely watch originally Evangelion, and I would rage at it, and I would hate it, and love so much
Really?
about it. Yeah, it's really cool.
It's
but
for
it
the
sucks
experience.
ass.
It's for the experience, just like Full Metal
Right.
Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. You watch the
Exactly.
first one
Yeah.
Oh
to
my
appreciate
God.
the second one.
Yeah,
That's what she's doing right now.
Yeah.
She's watching the first one still.
And the original, the original. I love the original, like from episodes 1 to I don't know, maybe we just call it the first half.
Yeah.
But
Solid answer.
yeah,
'Cause
Brotherhood.
after
Then
the first half, it kind of
yeah, it's got some cool concepts in the second half, and some of the movies kind of make it okay. But Brotherhood really cleans it up, and then of course the original vision of the mangaka, right? Like you actually
you
get
get
to
the
see
true ending.
right the true ending.
Yeah.
So animation, of course, always animation. Yeah.
It was very, very good.
Yeah. Not to say the original didn't have good animation.
Oh,
but
facts. But I just wanted the real story.
Right.
You know what I mean? I felt a little robbed because
Yeah.
the ending didn't satisfy me the way I felt it should have.
No.
Because there were so many questions still.
right.
And so many things that characters did that made no sense for their character to do ever at all. And then you watch Brotherhood and you're like, see, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what they would do.
I felt a little gross at the end of the original series.
Yeah.
Just like this was clearly like a George R.R. Martin's thing, right? This was Game of Thrones.
This
for
was
anime.
a wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. And the ending wasn't ready yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your third one?
3.
It's a great movie. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I was actually confused for a second. I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry.
Final answer.
3 ... thinking processing. I'm chat GPT right now. I'm trying to figure it out.
Gotcha.
Searching the web.
Yeah, honestly. Anime movies? I don't know. Come back to me. I'll get back to
I
you.
need a Jeopardy
Yeah.
button.
Yeah.
Like, I swear. We do this all the time.
Yeah.
It's okay. All right, Maddie, what's your... It doesn't necessarily have to be like top 3 in order, obviously. Just like, your top 3 anime movies you can think of.
So number 1, I do have because it's pretty solid. I'm a big history nerd, so just knowing the impact that this movie has made just automatically places it at number 1 for me. So I'd have to say Akira,
Angry.
just because they
Same.
literally created colors that didn't exist before that now exist. So I think that what it did for animation and what it did for just how they frame movies, even live action movies reference Akira all the time. That's definitely my number 1. And then the movie that I watched on repeat and is still my comfort movie is Ponyo.
Yes.
I don't think it was the first movie I saw in theaters, but it was definitely the first one I consciously remember seeing in theaters. And so it's just always been a special place in my heart. Also, the Fannings, one of the Fannings is in that one, I think. And Betty White, which is crazy.
I've never seen either of those,
I don't know
actually.
if it's no. I don't think it's the Fannings. It's the voice. Because that is
She's talking about
Totoro.
Yeah, I was like, it was either
It's
Totoro or
Miley
Ponyo.
Cyrus's little
She means
sister
voice actors
Yes.
in that movie.
is the
Yes.
voice actress for Ponyo.
Yes.
Betty White's
Is
in
what you're
Ponyo.
thinking of.
And then Betty
did
White is
not
one
know
of
that.
one of the
Miley
old
Cyrus.
ladies.
Sit with that.
Yeah.
Marinate in it for a minute.
because they used to
When you watch it again, you'll never
uh,
unhear
play
it.
on Disney Channel.
And you'll know it when you hear it.
Yeah, it's
Go-
very clearly Betty White.
I'm stuck in infinity right now. Like
She's
Gojo's
like
got
one
his
of
hand
the
on my head.
aunties of,
Like think
people
of them
at
in the
retirement
bubble.
home, ain't it?
Like when
Betty
she,
White is in Ponyo.
Yeah.
She's one of the
So,
yeah.
older women that's in the bubble at the pavilion.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's in like
Ponyo-
the assisted living. That
So here's the thing about Ponyo
Sosa's
at
is
the very
mom
end.
works in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ponyo has a lot of names that people recognize because it was one of the first major Ghibli dubs that was Disney.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's literally like,
Liam
let me
Neeson.
pull. There's a list right here, and I'm gonna
Yes.
say all of these
Yeah.
names.
Okay,
And
yeah,
I
I
have
thought
a
I
feeling
remember
that
him being
every
in
single
that.
one of them, you guys are gonna go, what?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a reason
Kate
that the Boy and the
Blanchett.
Heron has so many big names in it.
Matt Damon, Betty White, Frankie Jonas,
Yep.
Liam Neeson,
Yep.
Noah Cyrus.
Yep.
Those were like the biggest names that I recognize, but like
Yeah, it's a ton of huge names.
Yeah, that's like I was saying earlier. That's why The Boy and the Heron has like such big names in it because it's become a trend to have recognizable voices in Miyazaki films.
oh,
for them
and
to
Tina
do
Fey.
way better in
Yep.
America. Like Willem Dafoe is
Tina
in that
Fey's the
movie.
mom, I think.
Not in Ponyo, in The Boy and the Heron. Willem
okay,
Dafoe is
okay.
in that movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was he the bird?
I was on the verge
No,
of a
that's
panic
Robert
attack,
Pattinson.
but-
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's-
Robert Pattinson.
Bird was Robert Pattinson?
Yeah,
Yes.
the bird
The
is in
heron
fact
is-
Edward from Twilight.
Is Robert Pattinson, yeah.
Okay,
I've never seen the
okay.
Heron.
I haven't seen it either, but
Yeah.
I
he
have.
literally showed up to his interview with some voice audio recordings on his phone, played them for them, and they're like, "Yes, we want that." He was like, "Oh, word,
Wow.
okay, I can do that."
I think the story was they were expecting to hire Defoe
Yeah.
for the bird, but then they heard his voice memos and they were like, okay, we'll find another part for Defoe.
Yep.
Huh.
And they gave the bird to Pattinson.
Spider-Man.
No, Robert Pattinson,
Sorry.
not Spider-Man.
Batman.
I'm something of a scientist myself.
Yeah.
No, however, he is Batman.
Yeah, that is Batman.
Yeah.
You will forever be Sparkle Face to me.
Or
Hey,
Cedric
look,
Diggory.
look, you can't really
Cedric
blame
Diggory.
him for the Twilight
my
films.
son.
That's
No,
just
not
that's
at
the
all.
fault of the director.
But he bounced back still. Like I'll give him props.
He's
to that.
always
He
been a
bounced back.
fantastic actor.
Yeah, because like I've seen like a few like clips here and there. He does a good job. He really
He
has
does a
range
really
and
good
depth.
job. Oh yeah.
But it's just like because I saw him in other movies, so it's like okay, yeah, I could see him as something else, but just like outside of that, it's just that's fucking
Because of
Sparkleface
what
to me,
Twilight
dude.
was, it's all you can see.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
But, I
But
mean, hey,
then
look, he's living, so
yeah. No, there's no bringing that dude down.
nah.
None.
my third one.
Yes, your third one.
My third
Say
one.
that.
I mean, the Batman show. I mean, the Batman movie was so good.
Oh, dude,
I think-
he is the Batman.
Yeah, he
like
is.
honestly,
Yeah.
he really is.
If he can look into your eyes, do you think
I'd
you'd be
be-
put under a spell?
No, I'd just be like, dude, don't beat me up.
Please don't hit me.
Do beat me up.
Oh shit.
I am vengeance.
Ooh.
All right, Maddie, what was the third?
The third one I think would be Belle, which is kind of like a random off the wall one, but the animation quality
Oh
is
my God, yes.
insane. The writing is insane. It's literally Disney fairy tale, but then like an entire twist to where like you think it's a love story the whole time, but it is not a love story, and it's beautiful. It's very good.
It's
It is
very
good.
gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
And the music in it is
yeah,
also
it's like
amazing.
a different take on
Yes.
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
that sounds cool.
It's
But
Beauty
it's in
and the
like
Beast,
virtual reality.
but it's
Yeah.
a
Oh.
platonic relationship
Yeah.
that you're learning about.
Yeah.
Not romantic at all, but it's an isekai and a
I'm okay
musical.
with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Isekai in the sense that most of the story takes place in a virtual world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like isekai. Don't get me wrong. I just dog on it because a
It's
lot of it's
easy.
trash.
Yeah.
So wait, is that really isekai though? If it's like in a virtual reality, because it's like
It's in another world, is it not?
I mean, because like they
It's a
usually
virtual
die in the
world.
other ones though. That's like the only like quorum I
Here-
have.
Well,
Well,
so
well, wait,
isekai
here-
just means loosely in another world.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
all it
because most
is.
people would consider like Sword Art Online an isekai.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
and
is
then,
it's the
like-
same concept of they're going into some like VR reality and they have a different name, they look different, they have different powers, they have different abilities, and she's just a normal high school girl in the movie, and then she puts on like she connects to her phone and goes into this virtual world, and she's like the number one pop star in the world.
That's fair. It's just I don't know what it is, but it's just because like I imagine it's like okay, you can't come back.
Yeah.
And it's like all these other virtual realities. Like sure, there's always that underlying issue that's like the first main like actual turmoil they have. Like oh no, we're stuck in the game, but it's like they can still come back for it. It's like in the other ones, it's like no, you died, and you're in another reality now.
Yeah, this one takes a different take where like the turmoil is in the fact that she can't be caught. Like she doesn't want anybody to know she can sing. She doesn't want anybody to know who she is.
She's got social anxiety to 11.
So she stays in
Oh,
the
that's me.
virtual world the most of the time because she doesn't want the real world people to know her.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
And
fair.
there's
So
turmoil
it's similar.
and drama in the virtual world, which is keeping her there to solve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not that she can't go back; she doesn't want to go back because she wants to fix this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's pretty.
It's really
solid.
good.
I would definitely recommend it.
What was it called again?
Belle.
Belle.
Yeah,
Just
just
think-
like Beauty and the Beast,
Yeah.
it's
With
the
the
name
E in it.
Belle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty clever.
It's number 4 on our whiteboard.
Ballet.
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 It's fancy, man.
It's my turn now.
Yay, Asher.
I was not expecting a collective yay. Whoa!
I don't think any of us were.
I'm down,
when it
guys.
came out.
I'm just saying 3 movies.
Yes. What? Oh, those movies, master.
My favorite part of the show.
So Maddie stole my number 1.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, because I love Akira. I've been watching that movie since I was like 10.
Still haven't seen it.
Well, it's very, very good. I highly recommend
That's what
it.
everybody tells me.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you
So
know
I'm
the
an idiot, so I
motorcycle
haven't,
slide?
like- I don't think so.
Have you ever seen Adventure Time?
Of course.
Akira is referenced in Adventure Time.
There's no way.
And
when
like
Marceline,
90%
like,
of Hollywood.
When Marceline like slides on the ground, the
Yeah.
shot specifically in the angle of someone sliding, whether it's on a bike or any kind of movement apparatus, is a
Yeah.
reference to Akira if it's the same
Whoa.
shot.
So when a bike is coming at, like, say your hand is the camera, it's
like
coming
power
at the
sliding.
camera and then slides like that into the camera. That's an Akira slide.
No way.
it goes
Akira
like
did that first.
It does like
Really?
through the camera out into a wide shot, and it's the power slide, and then
Yeah.
like land on one foot. That's Akira.
Every like motorcycle power slide has been from Akira.
Yes.
If it's
Wow.
in a straight on shot like that, because that's exactly how Akira animated it.
Yeah.
And like they, like she said, had to invent a bunch of new colors for animation in their own software because they just didn't have them yet. And
Whoa.
Akira was like one of the most vibrantly animated movies of all time at that time because
In
it
the
came out.
world.
It came out in
Yeah.
the 80s.
That's just like how Toriyama from Dragon Ball Z invented the poop emoji.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Wait.
actually, though.
What's
That's kind of
but like
terrifying.
how?
So he was the first one to ever draw poop like that, like the little, like the little
The, like,
oval and the
three,
the
yeah.
3. Yeah.
You put a little smiley face on it too. Or something?
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, I think he did, yeah. In fact, I think
it's
he
a happy
also-
poop.
I think he invented slimes too, like as we know them, like the ball with the happy little face.
I love that.
I think that's him. Yeah.
See, I'm a Minecraft nerd. When I picture slime, it's a cube.
See, I
What's Minecraft?
Don't stop.
Is
see,
that
I
like Roblox?
I think of like D&D, the cube in D&D is
Oh,
like
okay.
slime in my head, so that makes me think of slime in Minecraft. So I just think of it as cube instead of circle.
I
You
think
saying
of
that sent a shiver down my spine.
sent a shiver down my slime.
Oh,
Oh
my.
God.
Oh wow. We're
I
gonna
think
get
of-
along, you and I,
I hope so.
in like the worst way though.
I still don't think it's as bad as us.
Yeah, we have the same brain cell.
Yeah,
so
it's
we're the
dangerous.
same
Me and
person.
Asher are dangerous together.
Just
Yeah.
ping ponging back and forth. The
All
brain
the
We need
time.
to
cell.
play Mario Party.
I agree. We do need to play Mario.
I want to
Party.
work on being able to play Mario Party on the pod, so we can be talking and playing a game at the same
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
I think that
that'd
be fun.
eventually that is what I want to do.
Oh, I'm definitely winning then.
Oh my God.
I will kill you at Mario Party.
Oh yeah.
No, probably
Ask
not.
Maddie my history in Mario Party.
So there's a saying in our household, and it's "fuck Asher."
Yeah.
So because Asher will be losing, and he will make you feel really bad for him, and he will always fuck you over and take all of the stars and win the game every single time.
It's
Okay.
not that it's not
Why do
that I
you-
fuck you over. I'm just good at the game, so I just
Right.
get the stars.
Well,
all at the
naturally.
end. And I
Now-
also
I
usually
mean-
have the most money because I win all the mini.
And
games.
it's so funny because watching me and Asher play Mario Party, he's upset on the fact that I'm content with the fact that I'm always losing.
yeah.
Because he's like, have confidence in yourself. And I am like, I am. I always lose.
I'm
So it's like
confident,
I will lose. I'm like, that's the wrong confidence I'm talking about.
It's like the Magus bride.
And then like
Yeah.
you
Please
literally
be
look
better.
and I've lost the most mini games to Asher. I have the least amount of coins. I've moved the least amount of spaces.
Yeah, she did move the least amount of spaces. I felt bad about that one. She just kept
I
rolling the
kept
same number.
rolling. I consistently rolled a 2 the entire game.
what is? Oh my god!
She,
the
so
RNG
we played,
on that.
we
No,
played like a what
no.
was it,
She's
like a
just
15
really,
game turn.
really
she,
bad at Mario
was-
Party.
yeah.
she rolled like
It was
7
just
twos in a
really
15
bad.
game turn.
Oh my god!
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Allie, in
That's
the
a talent.
entirety of the 7 years of our friendship,
Never.
how
won.
many times have I won Mario Party?
One time.
No, wait. You forgot about your birthday.
You're right. You're right. You're right. On my birthday this year, she won for the second
Max
time.
said, "Give me my fucking credit."
A
But
win
the
is a
first
win.
time,
Yeah.
the first time, and it was the only time for a really long time, was purely because of bonus stars, and it was because she lost the most mini games, moved the least amount of spaces, and had the least amount of items or something like that.
Yeah.
There was another star that she had gotten, and she had gotten one more star than me. And she had already had one more coin than me. So it was
Dang.
literally because of bonus stars.
That was the
she
only
won.
reason I won. It was because I didn't move.
That's
Mario
I don't have
Party's,
luck that bad.
Mario Party's fun like that.
It is.
Sometimes in order to win,
I couldn't
you
even
must
be
lose.
mad. Like I was like so dumbfounded. I was like, I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad.
Yeah,
I'm also not that good at Mario Party. I'm just the best of my house. It's okay.
that's valid.
Yeah.
I would say the same thing.
I think home field advantage is a thing.
Probably.
I just like to be along for the party. That's it.
That's
You're like,
true.
hey, cool.
The first
Who the
time-
fuck am I again?
So
Which one am I?
So our friend Blake taught us how to play Mario Party at his house, and it was the first time I'd
I
ever
already
played.
knew. Excuse me.
Huh?
I've played Mario Party since I was a kid.
Oh,
Excuse
okay,
me.
sorry. It was the first time I had ever played Mario Party. Maddie already knew how to play,
Right.
and I won because I had 7 stars. The next highest person had like 2.
On the first try.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first game ever, 7 stars in like a 15 turn game.
Sorry, I'm just like that.
Billionaire simulator.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
I got really lucky.
I was
Yeah.
mad.
Get this guy to Vegas.
Like I would buy a star and it would move like 6 spaces in front of me, and I rolled like a 10, so I just hit that second one.
You realize you're talking about a magician. He is not allowed in Vegas.
what do you mean? That's like their main attraction.
Yeah, no, but he does card tricks.
Yeah,
Really?
okay.
He makes cards
I do.
disappear.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's cool.
I do in fact do card tricks.
I want
Yeah.
to see that.
I don't have cards.
He'll still
Dang
be
it.
allowed because
Yeah.
they'll have magicians on security. They'll be watching.
Asher, I have
Yeah.
cards in my car.
Yeah, they'll make your keys disappear.
Yeah, Allie keeps cards in her car.
I mean, if you wanted to, I could definitely do tricks later. But I gotta get to my second movie.
Yeah,
That's
you
post
do.
pod. That's
Yeah,
so fair.
it's post pod. My second favorite movie is a movie I don't know anybody has seen, but it's called Appleseed, and it's kind of an older movie.
Oh yeah, you keep wanting to get me to watch it.
I did try to get you to watch it a couple of times, but you weren't super interested, and that's okay. It's like a slight. If you've seen Ghost in the Shell, which is my number 3, by the way, it's
Still need to watch it.
it's very similar concept to Ghost in the Shell, where it's like slightly dystopian future and everything's kind of cybernetically enhanced. It's very cyberpunk-esque. But they also have like these, I won't call them mech suits because mech suits are typically gigantic. But they're like,
Exoskeletons.
yeah.
Yeah.
But they're definitely suits, like they're massive. And it's all about like fighting back against the government and things like that.
Oh, we love that.
So I got radicalized very young.
Yeah.
But I genuinely enjoyed it. It's another older anime film. My mom's Japanese, so I've seen a lot of anime in general.
My grandma's Japanese.
Oh yo,
What
no
kind-
way.
what
Kiss me
kind
right
of-
now.
What kind of Japanese?
Like my grandpa was from Hawaii and was in the army and lived on a military base in Japan and found her and fell
Do you
in
know
love and
which
brought her back to
military
Was
base?
it
Hawaii.
Okinawa?
It was.
No
Bro,
way.
If
That might be misinfo. That might be misinfo.
Okay,
Quick,
if
guys,
it
say your
is
favorite
Okinawa,
dinosaur.
we're from the same part of Japan.
I don't think I'm Okinawan is the thing.
Oh, that's fine.
My one of my best friends is half Okinawan,
Yeah.
but
I'm only 25%. I'm a mutt. It's okay.
I'm a mutt. I'm a 25% Japanese in general, so
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's sick.
I don't
We're
know
American,
where he
we're
was
all
stationed.
mutts.
We're all mutts, yeah,
Yeah.
in America.
Technically speaking, yes.
Right.
Everybody's a mutt nowadays.
Right. No, but yeah, she's from Fukuoka, like in that kind of
Fukuoka,
area.
okay.
Japan?
Yeah,
I know where
yeah.
that's at.
She actually
They have great houses.
They do now.
Yeah, now.
When she was
I
growing
mean,
up,
everything in Japan is great now.
now, yeah, exactly, except for the population crisis and the whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. Anyway,
That's worldwide.
Moving on.
yeah, moving on. Yeah, my grandma almost got incinerated by the A bomb,
Oh no.
Dang.
but it was too cloudy, and they didn't have infrared at the time, so they just moved on to Nagasaki.
Wow.
That's
I'm a cloud baby.
You're from the village hidden in the cloud.
Exactly. I am Killer B. Bakayaru.
almost killed B.
Almost dead.
And then, of course, my number 3 is Ghost in the Shell. I love Ghost in the Shell. It's a great classic anime movie, and it's got a bunch of other spin-offs and games and things like that tied to it too. I would definitely give that a watch as well.
I have to. It's been on my list for so long.
It's so good.
Yeah.
We don't talk about one iteration.
Is there like more than one?
The live-action one.
The one with Scarlett
Oh.
Johansson playing an Asian woman.
They whitewashed the fuck out of that character.
I totally forgot about that.
No,
That's
she
fine.
was
It's
just
okay.
a fever dream.
It's
Asher.
okay.
She
It
was,
was a
just
fever
put in a
Yeah.
white body.
Transracial, guys. Come on. Be
Yeah,
accepting.
it's fine. It's not her body. It's just a body, you know. But like, where did they get it? It's a foreign-made body, you know
the
what I mean?
BMO factory.
Anyway,
Allie.
We love ScarJo.
Your turn.
My number 1 is gonna be Ponyo. That was the first
Thank
one that
you.
I ever watched.
It's a
I
great
love
movie.
Ponyo
So-
Love.
My number 4 is a Miyazaki film. It's Totoro. It's a great one.
Fair.
So valid.
My second one would probably be. It's tied because I am obsessed with Spirited Away. I have a tattoo of Spirited Away, but equally, I am also obsessed with Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Oh
really good
my
one.
God.
That one as well.
So
Maddie's
based.
sweater has calcifer.
But I did want to bring up,
That's-
if this counts, Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
It counts.
Oh,
It's
that
a movie.
totally counts.
Okay.
It's a movie.
So that one, I wanted to bring that up
Yes.
Such a good
because I
movie.
cried watching
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
So
that one's really
Yeah.
good.
I'm gonna bring that one up.
It's where adults cried.
PG-13. No kids allowed.
Did you watch JJK?
I did. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Good,
I've read the
good,
whole
good,
thing.
good. Oh, we.
I was
I
told
have
to
not-
stop reading 5 chapters before the end.
Yeah.
I'm missing the last 5.
Yeah. I mean,
Bro,
It's
it
my
hurts.
fault.
the ending's a little. It's okay. It's serviceable.
I've
but-
heard mixed reviews,
Yeah.
but I haven't really heard like vehemently bad reviews.
I feel mixed about it, honestly. It kind of just it felt like Shonen Jump was like, okay, cut it off.
Yeah.
There's rumors of a JJK Shippuden.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would be willing to read that. I feel like JJK ended around the same time as My Hero, and they got like pretty different reactions from the fans.
Yeah.
Like My Hero, I did not have a problem with the ending or the new ending as they released.
I don't know the ending of My
That's a-
I will
Hero,
not
do
be
I?
talking.
That's
I
an
w- yeah.
epilogue.
Epilogue. Yeah.
No.
That's just
Okay,
that
thank you.
epilogue. And
I
that
won't
is
reveal
just,
anything, but-
Yeah.
Maddie doesn't know the ending.
Yeah.
I accidentally read part of it. I hope it's not true, but it,
Ask me after the pod.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ask us after the pod.
I got Boruto spoilers this week.
Oh no.
I
We're gonna move on.
cried.
We're gonna move on.
We're gonna move on, but
That's
I
a-
cried.
Post pod.
You don't want to hear it.
No, I don't.
Really
No, I
don't.
really don't.
Yeah, because we don't do spoilers on the pod.
No.
What's your number 3? Oh,
It was
JJK
ju-
Zero
yeah,
was your
JJK
number 3.
Zero.
You're dying over there. I can see it in your eyes.
All right, Mac. It's
Okay.
you.
So, in no particular order, just my top 3, because
Of course.
so I'd probably say if we're talking Miyazaki, it would probably be Totoro.
yeah.
I love that movie.
As the person who has a full-on Totoro onesie in the trunk of my car right now,
Jealous.
probably Totoro.
Why didn't you put that on?
You should wear
Too
it.
many sensory issues with the heat.
Oh, God.
You should wear it
When I-
eventually, though.
I will.
When I took Japanese class in high school, that was the movie we watched fully in Japanese, no subtitles
Yeah, we
allowed.
talked about
We
that.
had to watch it in Japanese to feel the movie and to kind of like understand conversationally and based off tone and inflection, like what they were meaning. And then after we watched it in Japanese, we watched it in English. And then we would have to like compare and see if we were on the right track, stuff like that. It's a beautiful movie in
That's
Japanese.
so cool. Also, what a cool class. I mean, I'm so jealous. First of all, that you had a Japanese class.
Yeah.
3
My-
years.
Yeah, my school, they got rid of it the year that I entered. They had a Japanese class.
What
and
school
they-
did you go to?
Crown Point High School.
I went to Michigan City.
I'm sorry,
High School.
bleep bleep high school, because I'm doxing myself now.
Whatever.
Whatever.
It's a big area.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's a lot of Crown Points as well.
Yeah.
But Asher's Japanese teacher and the Japanese teacher at my high school were married.
They're married.
No way.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
met.
that's so cool.
They met in Japan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So my
That's so
Japanese
cool.
teacher, his name is Michael, which is really funny.
Mikey.
His name is Michael Sugawa, and so he took Japanese in high school and then continued to take it in college. And then he went to study abroad and teach English in Japan, and he met his wife there. And then they both
Wow.
moved back to teach Japanese in separate high schools.
Wow.
They have 2 kids.
What a story.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I think they might have 3.
Oh, she had another one?
I think.
Oh, I love that for them.
Yeah.
They're a really, really wholesome family.
I studied German in high school because there was no Japanese, so I
Sprichst
figured I
Deutsch?
would choose another axis.
I took French.
French. Mm-hmm. I think we had French. It's a cool language. I don't know.
It's
I
less
didn't-
useful.
Maybe, yeah. I just didn't want to study any European language, honestly. I
Unless
wanted
you wanna sound
Japanese.
fancy.
Japanese
Nobody at
alone.
our school took French because everybody hated the teacher.
Yeah.
She was crazy. she
remember
was
that.
insane.
Well, my French teacher
Oh.
got fired for a good reason.
I had a Spanish teacher like that. She didn't want to eat at a place because they spelled amigos wrong. She was
Oh
like,
my
because they spelled
God.
something wrong on the title, I don't want to eat there. They probably don't have good cooks.
Okay, but
What? How does that relate?
maybe
Some of
that's fair, though. I mean, maybe that's a sign that it's run by white people.
Some of the best
is
food
true.
I've
Just
been a
had
bad,
has been from
what was it,
restaurants
bad
where I can't even
signs.
read
They
the
just got a
menu.
bad sign. They're like, well,
Yeah.
we got
They
it
just
now.
have
What the
pictures.
fuck?
I'm like, I want that.
Yeah,
and they're like, here you
honestly.
go.
Food could still be good.
Food could still be good.
No
It's
one
just-
Chinese.
It felt pretentious.
Number
Yeah,
one
maybe,
It
Chinese.
was just like,
Just
come
putting
on.
the picture.
I'm too authentic for this restaurant.
My high school's German teacher started teaching some of his students' grandchildren before he retired. He was there
What?
for so long. His name
That's
is
crazy.
Herr Ruth.
Wow.
Yeah.
My first German teacher got fired halfway through the year because he barely knew German, and
Oh, no.
he was a really bad teacher.
I mean, that'll do it.
We were talking about this at work earlier.
We were, yeah. And then my the good German teacher, Herr Rosenbaum, I was so hyped when I finally got to have him in my junior year. And then he fell down some stairs and broke his arm, and his wife got really, really sick, and so he had to retire. And I was like, bro, am I ever going to have a good German teacher? Like, what is happening here? I don't understand. Because my second year teacher called me a douchebag
Your
once.
face.
Unjustifiably. Okay, I am a
Your
douchebag,
face.
but come on, guys. Like, Be professional.
Let me say it. Come
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Our
Let me tell
Spanish
you
teacher,
that
my freshman year.
Herr Duschenbaugen.
Yeah.
I had like 6 Spanish teachers.
Yeah, there was one year,
It was my freshman year.
and it was
of
my
high school.
sophomore year, and we had the same teacher
Spanish
assigned
teacher.
to us
Yeah.
for Spanish 1 and Spanish 2.
Yeah.
We had 6 teachers throughout the year.
Oh,
Throughout the
my
entire year because
God.
she
Oh
was
my
pregnant.
God.
So we had her at the beginning of the year before she went
Yeah.
on maternity leave. And then when she went on maternity leave, we had a different sub like every couple months.
Which in a foreign language class, like you're not gonna learn
No.
anything if you're
Nope.
getting different teachers, because every teacher is gonna come in thinking you're at a different starting point.
Yep. And then I went to Spanish 2 and I had to relearn everything
Yeah.
from my Spanish 2 teacher.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Like I had to relearn Spanish 1 and Spanish 2 during Spanish 2. And then I had Spanish 3.
No
Oh my God.
structure.
Yeah.
Dude.
Sounds
No
sick.
structure.
No.
Yeah.
It was terrible. I barely remember any of it.
Donde está el baño?
I was
están los drogas?
I was in an international program for my like junior senior year, and we had to take exams at the end of the year that like basically were pass or fail. And they were like really long essays, and we had to like train for them and like do practice ones and all of that. And right before the scheduled date of the exam, which is decided internationally, so like there's no changing it. Yeah, that's when our French teacher got fired. So like the month before, the whole prep time was all subs changing every other day.
That's ridiculous.
It was awful. Nobody passed that exam.
So it was like musical chairs, but for substitutes. Huh?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Oh,
And
dude.
every single sub that we got was some college French student. And they were like, we're going to be here until your exam. Like, we're going to get you ready. And then it'd be somebody else the next class.
That's not good. College students, they're like,
Were
yeah,
you
we
talking about
got
the biology
this.
teacher?
Yeah, when he got cancer.
Oh yeah.
And
then we had multiple
switched,
different.
They switched your teacher into my classroom,
Mm-hmm.
and then they were just like,
Gave me a sub.
"Good luck, have a sub for the entire year." Because
And then we had like 2 or 3 different subs.
Because
that
my
year.
biology teacher had a giant tumor that was like this big
Oh,
on his
no.
arm, and
Did
they
he
were like,
name it?
"No, he didn't name it."
Damn.
It like
missed
just like
opportunity.
appeared one
Damn
day,
it.
and they were
Why?
like, "Oh, we're just gonna remove it, and then you'll be fine. You can go back to work." They told me he was gonna be out for like 2 months.
That's
He
crazy.
was out for the entire year.
Yeah, the rest of the
Yeah.
year.
See, this is the thing you don't know about me. I have a ganglion cyst in my wrist, and I named it.
What's his
Yeah.
name?
Yeah.
This new one is named Brandon.
Yeah.
What's up, Brandon?
Yeah.
Welcome to
How's
the
it going?
pod.
He's just here, chilling.
I have a little cyst in my wrist.
What's
this is
Brandon's
like
favorite
This is like my
movies?
6th one.
His top 3.
They just
Yeah, what's
keep
his
going
top
away.
3, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same. Yeah, because we're only biologically fused. So
Wow,
Well, I
Brandon.
mean, you
way
don't
to
know if
stand
he
out.
Same
wakes up
brain.
at
his
night
thoughts
when
are
you're
my
asleep,
thoughts, but
dude.
when I fuck up, I blame him.
True. Yeah.
Brandon made me do it.
He's got the brain cell right now, okay? It wasn't me.
Maybe that's why I have a cyst in my arm, because we have one brain cell.
Oh, yes.
That's kind of scary. Anyway, more movies from Mech.
More movies from Mac. So my second one, I can't remember the letter for Sailor Moon, but it's the there's a Sailor Moon movie, and it's like the Dark Moon Circus, and that was like my favorite one growing up. Used to watch it all the time. I tried looking it up, and I think it's Sailor Moon S movie, but I can't remember.
They have letters for Sailor Moon.
So Sailor Moon seasons are done by letters instead of numbers.
Oh,
There's 20
perfect.
So,
So
there's
Sailor-
26 seasons.
So Sailor
Numbers are
Moon.
stupid.
So
Yeah.
Sailor Moon's
I
first
hate
season
math.
is Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon
3?
season
3
2
what?
is Sailor
3
Moon
what?
R, because R stands for romance.
Wait,
Oh.
wait. This is going to hurt me, isn't it?
Well, no, because
It's not in alphabetical order.
no, because it's
Wait,
it was originally called Sailor Moon Romance, but then it got shortened to R. And then
for rated R.
R-rated.
season 3 is Sailor Moon S for Sailor Moon Super. But
Sailor Moon Super.
Yeah, because she turned into Super Sailor Moon in it.
I see. Makes sense.
So season
Super Sailor Moon.
wait,
Got it.
Season
Super Saiyan
4
Moon.
Just like Sailor
is Sailor Moon Super S.
So it's SS.
Yes. No,
Okay.
it's just Super S. That
Oh.
one's just Super S.
Okay. Sure.
And then season 5 is Stars.
There's too many S's.
They
That
just
one's not
like
shortened by a
S's.
letter.
That's
It's just called Superstars.
You should just
Mario
put a star
Party?
on it.
Stupendous
Superstars?
letter.
But yeah, no, the Dark
Skippy.
Moon Circus.
sorry.
There's like this. It's a different arc than like normal. It's and there is this like floating circus in the sky, and she has to go defeat like the like Dark Moon circus people.
The ringmaster and all
So-
of their carnies.
It's like I don't
The
even know.
Juggalos?
Or the Dead Moon circus is
Yeah,
what
it's
it's called.
Dead Moon.
How ominous.
The circus arc in Black Butler was so good.
Do you know
trying to
who
think what
didn't
my
have fun at the circus? Bruce Wayne.
Did not.
I am the night. And vengeance.
Neither did Dick Grayson. He had a bad time at the circus too.
He had the worst time.
Yeah.
Bruce had a bad time at the theater in the alley. He was like, damn.
Oh yeah,
Parents
Bruce.
did.
So did
Wow.
Abraham
That was
Lincoln.
in the theater, wasn't it? I was totally wrong. Only Dick Grayson had a bad time at the circus.
Only him.
Bruce
Only
was
him.
like,
Nobody
I got
else
an
ever.
apprentice.
No, you know who had a bad time at the circus? This might be a little bit niche. Not for Alyssa though.
The amazing.
The gay couple at the beginning of the start of the second It movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's based off an actual hate crime. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
I did not know that. That's
Yeah.
awful.
That was like 2017 for us.
2019.
Yeah, it wasn't that long
Was
ago.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
You were in college.
It started in high school though, didn't it? When I was still in high school.
Yeah, they came out years apart.
Yeah.
I think the first one came out in 2017.
Yeah.
But that specific one was 2019, which was the one I was referencing.
Mm-hmm. They're both
That's
so
the one
good.
with Bill
Boom.
Hader in it.
Roasted.
It is the one with Bill Hader in it.
So did you guys like Swiss Guard's clown or Tim Curry's clown better? For it, Pennywise.
So
I love Tim Curry so much.
At
now.
first, I had no idea what you were talking about because I heard Swiss Guard and I was like, "Who's
That's
this
also
Swiss Guard?"
that's also what I heard, and I was confused until you
Me
said Tim
too.
Curry, and
It's
I was
Bill.
like, oh,
It's Bill.
It's Bill Skarsgård.
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 Yes.
I'm thinking of Metalocalypse.
so
You said Swiss Guard. I was like, "Who's that?"
so for me, it's definitely Bill. Because first off, Tim Curry, I just look at him and I see Frankenfurter.
Yo.
Yeah, but that's why I
I'm
love
like, put
it.
your fucking stockings back on, Queen. Come on.
Like, where are your high heels and corset?
Yes.
Yup. I need you to wear that fro right now.
Which is crazy because he is like super straight and like was so uncomfortable the whole time in that role.
But he
Yeah.
killed that shit.
That's a
Yeah.
true
He did.
professional right there.
Oh yeah.
But the first It movie of the like newer ones is my comfort movie.
It's so good.
It's a rainy day. Let me grab some hot cocoa, cuddle up, and watch it.
the look
Yes.
of concern that I just got from Asher. I'm so sorry.
You know, when I think of the movie It, comfort is not. I don't even think the first 50th word.
So I think
Really?
it just
You don't get
depends on how you
butterflies in your
feel about
stomach?
clowns.
Well, the thing is, like, I read the It book.
So did I.
When I was fairly young.
I've heard
Ooh.
some
And it's-
messed up.
It's not a good
Especially-
read.
In like that first movie, there's a lot of bad stuff that's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So like when I watch the movie, I'm also thinking about the book. And like, don't get me wrong, I am very glad they did not put everything in the book
Oh,
in the
big
movie.
time.
For sure.
Because they'd have been sued into the
Yeah.
ground. And that
Well-
movie never would have made it out the box office.
Stephen King very openly was taking a lot of cocaine when he wrote that book.
Yeah. It shows.
Yeah, you can definitely tell. But all of that aside, it's not a bad movie. So I won't judge you for that.
It's
Like,
my comfort movie
I
because
get
it's
it.
so because
Because
it is so
I'll accept that answer.
funny.
Because,
Yes.
Yeah, it is kind of funny.
Okay, when I first started watching classic horror in like mid teenage years, you know, like 15,
Actually,
16,
that's fair.
my mom was like, okay, you need to watch classic It, but be warned, it's a little spooky. You might get a little scared.
No, that thing is
I was
so
laughing the
tacky.
whole time.
it's so funny.
And I guess it's just like the difference in technology because, like, when my sisters were younger, the technology in movies was
Yeah.
not the same. My mom
was,
had
like-
different experiences, but
The best they had access to. at
it
that
really
time.
was. And it's
Was it all
so
practical?
funny to watch now.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
of it was, yeah.
I like
Yeah, it was
practical
mostly
effects a lot.
because like
'Cause,
the-
like,
when me
the
and
first one
Allie
came out 23 years before the second one's.
Right.
So the
Yeah.
first one came out in 2017. So 23 years back from that.
It was
is
a
when-
90s movie.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
91 or 2, I
it's
think.
actually not
Okay,
even
yeah.
a movie; it's a mini series.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
6
TV.
episodes or something.
Yeah.
Did they stitch them together into a movie, or was
Yes.
it still
Yeah.
like, okay?
There's a way to watch
VHS
them
or
all at once,
something.
but initially they were in
It was a
sections.
4-episode miniseries.
Yeah.
I get it though. My like comfort horror movie is the original Nightmare on Elm Street. So like I won't judge you at all. I laugh at that movie too.
Mine is Scream. Scream 1.
It's a good. I love Matthew Lillard so
Oh
much.
my! I don't know who that is.
I don't
You know-
believe you.
I'm gonna choose to just
I don't believe
pass
you.
that because A, you're telling the truth, and that means that our friendship is now shaky. B, you're being pedantic, which is one I'm more willing to accept because I would love to believe that you actually know who Matthew Lillard is, and if you didn't know,
Things
that's
need to
just
change.
That's just sad.
Okay, point out to me in Scream 1 which character Matthew Lillard is, and I'll probably know.
He's one of the killers.
Okay, is he the
it's Shaggy.
dumb
Okay,
killer or the
Do you-
sexy killer?
Have you ever seen any
Scooby-Doo?
Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
He's
Matthew
Shaggy.
Lillard is Shaggy, bro.
That's Shaggy.
He's
Matthew
Shaggy in
Lillard is Shaggy.
everything.
Let it be
Shaggy.
known that I know who Matthew Lillard is now.
Thank you.
He just didn't know the name.
You went too deep, man. You went too deep.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, that's
my
Matthew
thing
Lillard.
is I know a lot of actors, but I don't like have the
You don't know
names
names.
and the
He
face
goes- yeah, yeah.
connected.
He
Fair.
goes, tell me
Yeah.
which one it is.
So
and then
you
we
mean-
go, it's Shaggy. He goes, I know who that is.
Yeah, he's purple guy from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes.
Yes.
That was gonna be my next reference
Right.
if you didn't know Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
But if you didn't know Scooby Doo, I would have probably cried.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
What
I
is
need to make a
Scooby-Doo
FNAF
anyway?
anime
Stop
so we
it.
can talk about it.
Let's not
Yes.
do that.
Also, you're making my addiction like need to be fed. Can I go get my vape? Is it
Yeah,
okay?
that's fine.
Is it okay to vape in here?
Do you want to hit mine?
No.
How many?
Are you sure?
How many times have you seen me hit my vape?
Zero.
Both on
Because you're
I hit it
your
and you looked right at me.
because your mom is watching and
I
you don't
doubt my
vape.
mom's watching.
No, I don't know.
And if she was, she knows I vape.
Yeah.
She can tolerate it.
It's probably a number one supporter.
I don't know about supporter.
Come on, she's watching. She's like, that's right, baby.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the nicotine
Just keep going,
specifically.
yeah.
I was like, nah, definitely not a supporter of that.
Whereas-
Just the show in general.
Anyway, movie 3.
Movie 3.
Oh, yeah. We're still doing this.
Yeah, we're,
Look,
we're
Max-
still.
Max
We're
movies are
still on
just
the topic of movies, just
Yeah.
not anime.
Max movies are just that good.
The third one I'm going to say, I kind of have two.
That's fine.
So
That's
I
fine.
have
I had
ano-
two for my number
I have
two,
another
so.
Miyazaki one that I really love.
Love that.
Which is Princess Mononoke.
Oh,
Great movie.
yes,
That's a
that
good
one is so close to my top 5.
I have a funny story about that.
But
if not in my top
the
5.
other one that I was going to say, if I'm like trying to branch out, would be A Silent Voice.
I still need to
I
see
wanted
that.
to watch that. Yeah.
Very good. Because what the premise is it starts with this girl starts at a new school and she's deaf, and this boy and starts bullying her and gets the entire class in on bullying her for being deaf. And it's so bad that she has to leave the school because they actually are like destroying like her hearing aids and stuff like that. Like they're like actually like causing her harm.
Man.
And so she leaves the school. And everybody ends up blaming specifically him, even though everybody else was bullying her. They put all the blame on him once she leaves the school. And they're like, oh, well, it was all your fault. So everybody in the school after that point hates him and they all bully him. And it gets to the point where he's so depressed that he wants to commit suicide.
Ooh.
And before he does, he wants to apologize to her.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
But when he goes to see her, they end up talking and becoming friends.
I love that.
Essentially.
That's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so good. I cried a lot.
I mean, I don't doubt it. I would probably sob too.
It was very good.
With Princess Mononoke, I was looking for a new Studio Ghibli movie to watch with my nieces and nephews. And I didn't look at the rating. And I was like, oh, it's Studio Ghibli. I haven't seen this one yet. Sure, I'll throw this on while I was babysitting. And I like left them in the living room while I was like cooking dinner or something for them. And then my niece comes over and she goes, I think their head fell off.
No.
I was like, oh no, maybe I should go watch that with them.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Don't worry. You just got to put it back on.
I told them that they were demons and that they weren't really people and that it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's fine.
that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay if they're demons.
Yeah, because they understand the concept of like bad guys and monsters, and like
Yeah.
they've watched other animes and things like that. So I
They
was
know
like,
how heads work.
they know that like they're not alive anymore. But if I tell them they're not human, then like they'll feel better.
Right.
Naturally.
Makes sense.
I don't know.
Hey,
But
look, you
now
did
I
what
look
you
at
could.
ratings.
I think their head fell off.
That's terrible.
He's just
Well, is
asleep,
it
it's fine.
still talking? No. Okay, that's what's supposed to happen. If it was still talking, then I'd be concerned.
Anytime anything gets decapitated in any anime that I ever watch with you from the end of time now, I'm going to look at you and be like, Maddie, I think their head fell off. Because half the time I can't focus on anime unless I'm sitting with somebody, which is why I watch anime with Maddie.
Yes.
Which is why Naruto gets put on.
I was about to
whenever
say,
Matt comes
speaking of
over.
how far are you in Naruto?
We didn't
However
get to-
far I was whenever I was at Maddie and Asher's house last time.
Which we didn't realize by like she hasn't seen a lot. She's like literally only seen the first episode.
It wasn't the first episode. I
was,
was
like,
like
the first
9
two.
episodes in.
It was not many.
of regular Naruto.
Yeah, a baby Naruto.
not
yeah,
even
yeah.
not even Shippuden.
Well,
It was
get
so
there.
funny because Maddie, I was like, well, I don't have access to the Netflix I was watching it on. So Maddie had to sit there and read the descriptions. And she had like scrolled through part of season 1 and I went, no, you went too far.
Ugh.
Yeah, I
And she
scrolled
was
like
like-
20, 30 episodes. I was like, you must be this far. And she's like, no.
No, I think I was on, I
Must
literally
be.
think I was on episode like 7.
wow. Are
I
you
thought
using a
she-
watch guide? Like a skip all the filler type of thing?
No.
No,
Okay.
I'm just letting Maddie take me for the ride.
Okay,
So,
okay.
in Maddie's opinion, there is no skip guide in any Naruto, even Shippuden.
Oh.
So
Oh.
when I
Okay.
watched Naruto for the first time, I watched it with a watch guide. So I watched Baby Naruto, the whole thing,
Yeah.
and then I used the watch guide for Shippuden just to get like the meat of the story. And when I convinced Maddie to watch Naruto, which took a while, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
she's like, I want to watch all of it, and I was like, you wanna wait? You wanna what?
We did.
You realize how many episodes there are, right? She's like, uh-huh. And I'm like, you wanna watch all of them? She's like, uh-huh. I'm like, oh god.
Because we accidentally watched a couple of fillers. And I was like, that didn't even feel like filler. And because most of the time with Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, they do fillers, but it's
It
just
felt like filler.
it's just stories of what missions the side characters are going on.
Sure.
And I fucking love Rock Lee. I love seeing Ino Shikacho and all of that stuff.
That's
like,
fair.
I had no problem exploring these side stories that weren't canon, but they developed the characters a lot more and made me
Yeah.
care about them more. So
Fleshes out
I
the
think
world a
it's
lot
fine.
more.
Right.
Yeah,
fleshes
but then
out
you
that
watch an
world.
entire episode of them chasing a cat throughout the alleys, and you're like, okay, let's move on.
But then you learn about cat ninja, and there aren't just ninja hounds, there's ninja cats. And
Yeah.
I was so excited to learn that.
and then they never show up
Neko
again.
Shinobi.
No, they show up one other time in Shippuden.
Oh, I'm sorry, one other time and shit.
Well, speaking of, I guess this is a good time to pose my question to the pod,
What's that?
which was when it comes to like animes like Naruto, you know, My Hero and stuff like that, big shonen stuff like that. How do you guys feel about the like spin-off, like the movies that aren't usually considered canon? So like I feel like every big anime kind of has them. Like I know obviously Naruto has them.
My hero
One
has 'em.
My Hero has like 4 of them.
Full Metal.
I'm pretty sure One
Full
Piece
Metal
has
has
a
'em.
couple that aren't canon
Death
to
Note
it.
has many.
Death Note.
Yeah.
is
Some of them
Death
are live
Note.
action,
Yeah.
A lot of them are live action.
and they're all
actually.
terrible.
Yeah.
And then like obviously like I said, one of my favorite movies I said was Sailor Moon, and that's not technically part of the
Canon.
like canon
Yeah.
storyline. So I was curious how everybody feels about them.
I think that they're really important, A, for the community, because that helps them build budgets for the seasons. And I think that that's really important because not all everyone can like go out and buy figures and shirts and all of the anime merch. So like to give back to the creator at something, like usually some form of entertainment is a lot cheaper. So movies are good for that. But also same thing with the filler, like I was talking about with Naruto. Like I feel like it fleshes that out a little more. Even if it's not truly canon, you feel for the character and the character is canon. So it's in a way it's helpful.
Yeah, like with My Hero, the storylines that happen in them aren't technically canon, but every single one of those characters in the like war You'll just see them like they'll like flash like a TV screen. And it'll be like Melissa's just staring at the TV screen watching Deku fight.
Yeah.
Like she's there. Like obviously some part of this was canon, right?
Yeah, like all of these characters, like they're never really spoken about, but they're all drawn in to see like
Real.
things that are happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all the kids that they help in the first or second movie, or Melissa's the first movie, so the kids are the second movie, so
Yeah.
they're shown in front of a TV screen. Rhodey's shown before.
And then Stars and Stripes is started in a movie, but that became a big part of
She's
the show.
kind of referenced a little bit in the movie. I'm pretty. She's not.
I
Like,
thought there was
huge,
like a
though.
whole movie about her.
It's not really about.
It's
her.
about them going
It's
to
in
America.
America.
Yeah.
But she doesn't really play a huge part in it.
Oh, that's sad. I love her.
Yeah.
She's such a good character.
So Melissa, the character that I was talking about, it's more about that movie focuses a little bit more on like support gear. So
Which is nice
All
because you don't
Might-
get to see that in the show a lot.
Yeah, All Might has a friend who manufactures support gear
in America.
and his name is Dave, so his daughter Melissa, and they're actually the ones who make Deku's original support
Like
gloves,
gauntlets.
his gauntlets.
Right.
And they do reference that like when he breaks them that he can't get them fixed because they were from America.
Yeah,
Right.
they,
That's what
they
that
bring that up.
is.
Mm-hmm.
So there is stuff like that. But then there's like things like the Hunter x Hunter movie that me and Allie watched the other day. None of those characters are ever spoken about.
Yeah.
No.
Which sometimes that happens, but it's still like
Depends
a
on
cute
who.
story in the universe of something you love.
They're like, there's this whole secret another power
yeah.
that's like a darker side of Nen.
There's like a different
Yeah.
kind of eye in one of the Naruto movies
Yeah.
that like I was so excited about, and then I
the
googled and I was like,
Tenseigan.
oh, none of these are canon.
Real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not real.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah. I kind of feel how you feel, like your second reason that it like fleshes out the characters, it builds the relationships of the characters more. I'm specifically thinking about I think it's the last Naruto movie where
I think it's called Naruto the Last or the
something
Last
like
Naruto.
that. Yeah, where Naruto and Hinata go on the mission together.
Mm-hmm.
That I feel like builds their relationship. It gives them like time to finally be, I guess, alone together because they don't really get
No.
very many moments where they get to spend time just them together.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like really interesting to
To
see.
play devil's advocate, could you say that it builds the relationships if it didn't happen?
But it makes you like you don't get to see a lot of Hinata and Naruto together moments that aren't like with everybody else.
I
So
would-
even though they're not canon, you still are like it's like fan fiction. It's like
Yeah,
you just
it's
get
kind
to
of like
see
fan
I will
fiction, like, or
agree
like
that
what-
it builds your relationship with the character
yeah, that's
and
what
how
we're
you
talking
can
about.
interact with them, but it does nothing for the characters' relationships for each other because it never
Yeah.
actually happened.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I think the idea of canon is important to some people, but to me it's not too important, honestly, because everybody has their own headcanon anyway.
Yeah.
So for example, and no spoilers, everybody's mad at the My Hero ending for a specific reason that Mac enlightened me about. And I mean that the ending that some of those people wanted was never in the cards in the first place. It was never going towards that. But people still are mad, right? Like it really is about
You can't please
your-
everybody.
Right. And it's about your relationship with the characters.
I only
It's all fiction anyway.
I only
Right.
appreciate
What's
what's canon
canon
and what's not canon for continuity purposes.
Sure.
Yeah.
To
When
make
we're
sure
talking
that
about
the
that,
universe
absolutely, yeah.
still makes sense and works. That's
Yeah.
the only reason I care. So
Yeah.
like when Naruto movies come out and there's like this brand new superpower that would be like universe
Game
breaking
breaking.
Right.
and it doesn't actually exist, it's like, okay, well, what the fuck did I watch that for? You
Right.
know what I mean? Because like, yeah, it was a great movie, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, none of that is ever gonna come to light.
Right.
And
Like
if it did, it would be very bad.
Dark Naruto was really cool, but thank God normal Naruto and the rest of the Jinchuriki can't like actually do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then there's also like small little tiny gripes that we can have. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you want to know what mine is? You want to know what my gripes about
Do I
movies
know
are?
this one?
You might. Outfits.
Yeah.
The best costumes for Todoroki, Bakugo, and Izuku are in World Heroes missions. That is
facts.
my dream cosplay, is
Most
that
of-
version of Bakugo. And it is the best costumes that any of them have for their hero costume.
Yes.
That happens with most movies
It is super
because
silly.
they can take more creative liberties.
They're beautiful.
It is
Yeah.
super silly, but like super dead on. It's not an anime, but in Kingdom Hearts, there's one game that's just a movie because it was a DS game, so they just turned it into a movie. And Kairi has the best outfit in that one movie, that you get to see her for like 5 minutes in. But in every game, all of her outfits look stupid.
It's like low key just a slap in the face.
It really is.
Like Todoroki's regular
looking this
hero
up.
costume.
What's the movie called, Maddie?
Todoroki's normal hero costume is like barely a change from the
From
UA
his-
tracksuit.
Yeah, like the
it's
gym
like basically the
His
same.
World Hero Mission costume is so good.
It's so.
Hold on, I'm gonna show these costumes to you
I'll look it
guys.
up.
If you're lucky,
You
they
should
might
pull up
appear in
Ash's
Fortnite.
cosplay.
It might appear. in
Just
Fortnite.
pull up a picture of
V-Bucks.
Ash.
Just pull
I
up
have
a
a-
picture of
The-
I have a
Ash.
everything's
fun
coming out
fact
of,
about that game.
Fortnite now, dude. Ain't it? Fucking everything's coming out.
Well, I
of
want
that
them to
shit.
see all
Everything.
three of the
Naruto with a gun,
costumes
what?
is the thing,
Yeah,
though.
right. Like, hold on, dude. He don't need no gun. Why is he using a fucking gun?
Goku with a gun?
Dude, and you know what's crazy? They have like 2 other games now. Like I heard My Hero Academy has their own game that's like sort of not heard. I seen my nephew playing it.
Oh my gosh,
It's
we
like a
have
little
them.
like over Fortnite thing. You guys have that? The little like
Oh
was
no,
it,
not the Fortnite game. It's like
no, it's,
like
My Hero
Mortal
the
Kombat.
Kingdom. Oh, it's like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it's kind of like Mortal Kombat. It's like a fighting game, but it's that's the one that
Like,
we
Like
look
it's
at
have.
these
verses and
costumes.
stuff. Like you guys
Yeah.
going back and forth.
Look at these
Yeah.
hero
Yeah, yeah.
costumes.
This
Tell me
looks
these
so-
aren't the
this
best hero costumes they have.
Maddie.
Those are pretty sick. Except
This one,
I really
Maddie?
like
Yes.
Deku's war art, or what's that art called? Where he's like
I
on
think
his
we're
own.
looking at the same one.
I like
Yes,
Deku's
yes,
like dark
yes.
Deku. That was
I
cool.
alpha tested.
Like you
Fortnite
never get
Did
to
you
like
actually?
see
Before
her
it
in
was
this
publicly
outfit, other than
available.
like a
No
couple
way.
of cutscenes.
Oh, that's so cool.
before Battle Royale even existed.
It
It
was
was
fun
just
back
for
then?
I've been
Fortnite.
thinking
Yeah,
about
it was.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I want to play
Yeah, and
Kingdom
then they
Hearts
really-
so
Like, look how
bad.
much
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Okay.
I played
I've never been
Fortnite
playing
through
on, like, my
chapter
next off
1,
day.
and then I played 3 seasons
are
of
you
chapter
off
2,
next?
Yeah.
and I was like,
I'll
I'm
touch-
never touching this game again,
Yeah, my brother was like that
and
too.
I haven't touched it since.
Except-
it's a huge disappointment.
Wait, what game?
My brother's still
Fortnite.
obsessed though.
So I truly beta tested the game. We'll call it an alpha test because Fortnite's never leaving beta because they're just constantly changing. Well, in order for you to leave a beta, you have to have a fully released game. And because Fortnite constantly changes the way that their game functions, plays, the things in it, how you play it in general, it's still technically a beta.
So Minecraft is in beta technically.
Well, Minecraft's a fully released game. There are
I guess
just
that's true, yeah.
updates
That's true. Yeah.
that add things to the game. The game still functions the same.
Yeah.
Whereas Fortnite, you have like 6 different game modes now.
Right.
And now they're even adding a new one, which is a 5v5 competitive version.
Right.
Yeah,
The
so-
CS:GO version.
Yeah.
I heard that it
yeah.
was crap though.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
trying to get some of that Valorant money. That's all that they want.
Honestly, yeah.
Wait, so Fortnite's not officially released?
No, it's like you can play it, it's released, but like
No,
it's
yeah,
not
but,
a
like, what do you
it's
mean
not
by
a
that, though?
finished game.
It's not a finished game.
It's not something that
Because
they
they
would
add
just
things
update.
to it every day and change
so
things.
as an example, right? A finished game will have one map that sometimes when you get a DLC, you will unlock like more of that
new
map or a
section.
different version or a different section of that map. Fortnite's map will change the entire thing. Like, the whole game will
the
change
seasons and
from
stuff.
season to
There was
season.
like different seasons.
That's
so,
the
like,
difference.
I like Twisted Towers.
Yeah. So
Like,
the
when
fully
you look at a
released
game-
version of Fortnite is Fortnite Save the World, which is like the player versus environment version where you're basically it's a collaborative kind of game where you're just surviving. That's the fully released Fortnite.
But for context, if you look at other games that do seasons like Rocket League, they do different seasons and they do updates and they do like little gimmicks like, oh, now we have this boost. But the function of the game of kick the ball into the goal is the same every time.
Like the base game.
Fortnite,
Yep.
yeah, literally changes how the game functions all the time.
And they
so,
changed
like,
the way you
Rocket League
play
doesn't
it.
have any like mini games or anything like that. Or
No, Rocket League
No.
is you
No.
drive a car. It's car
it's just,
soccer.
it's just regular car soccer. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's interesting.
Moral of the story: Fortnite sucks.
Yes. I still think you should get in that class
No,
action and get your
I
money
think
back.
It's fun.
It's fine.
It's like $300.
Did you win like a cash, like one of those cash
No,
tournaments?
Fortnite has a class action lawsuit against them right now, where they basically had people buy things against their will.
Really?
They're paying out $72 million.
Oh my god.
It's an average of like $100 a person.
No, it's like
Wow.
180, so it's like 200 a person.
The last time I looked at it, it was like 112.
Oh.
I think a class action is pretty easy to do. It takes like 10 minutes to fill out a form or
Mm-hmm,
something.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I got $10 from like some grocery store one time.
That's cool.
It's fair.
It was like
I might look into it. $100 is cool.
it was almost not worth filling out the form because it took me 10 minutes and it was like, okay, I'm making $10 an hour, I guess, for 1 hour.
Yeah.
It's like,
That makes sense.
okay, I'll do it. Why not?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Plus, I'd like some of my money back from Fortnite. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I put too much money into that game.
I haven't told you this, Maddie, but I love your shirt.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got the Calcifer.
Oh, nice.
It's a sweater.
It is.
We saw this at box lunch, but
Yeah.
my sister got it for me last year for Christmas. No, you got it for me last year for Christmas. I'm so
did.
sorry.
It's okay.
And she also got me sweaters last year. So
I know.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We did in fact see it there when we were on our shopping trip, though.
Yes.
The three of us went on a shopping trip together the other day,
Mm-hmm.
They visited me in the mall.
We
It was
did.
nice.
Whoa.
and then I accidentally ran into Asher like 4 days later in the mall
to show you. We exchanged gifts on Monday. I have
We
Haley's
showed Haley.
reaction
of the mug.
of her mug. So I have
I
to
wish
show
people
you.
visited
We
me at
recorded
my
it for
job.
you.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
That's
It
Nobody
was
could
so
visit me at
perfect.
my job.
Why not?
It's a chemical plant.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I go naked?
No.
Sure. Give me
I mean,
superpowers.
like, dude, you'll dissolve.
Or turn into the
That's a
Hulk.
superpower.
That's a
Maybe I'll
superpower.
become the Hulk.
What I call a
Maybe I'll
one-time
become the
use.
Hulk. Or just the
Maybe.
Joker.
I mean, you'll be mad enough if you work there. So, like, that's fair. Yeah. You're like, fuck this job.
I feel like most jobs eventually do that to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I'm straight about
Honestly.
that.
Yeah.
I got a license plate border from Hot Topic the other day that says Mothman believes in you. It's a bunch of
Yeah.
little
You got
baby.
it?
Yeah.
Because you weren't sure when we were there.
I don't even remember seeing it the last time, but
You-
I saw it this time and I
You
was like,
point-
I'm buying it.
I pointed it out to you, and you're like, I love that.
Yeah, I got a tip from a customer, so I was like, I'm gonna go to Hot Topic and buy myself something.
A tip. She got $50.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
a big
She
tip.
came home and told me that. I was like,
Oh,
damn, what's
shit.
it like to be hot?
It was from a nice old lady though.
Still,
Yeah.
she thought you were cute. You don't just give somebody $50 unless they're a little cute.
I was with her
Or
for
you've
3
got
hours.
dementia.
I mean,
Is it that one
too.
lady?
Mm-hmm.
Maddie was with that lady for literally like 3 hours. I kept trying to go
She
tell
got paid
Maddie.
for it.
I literally was trying to tell Maddie something for literally 3 hours, and every time I walked over there, that lady was still there.
Yep.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
You earned it.
Is that what you were telling me about at dinner the
That was
other
an
day?
earned $50.
No, that was Ryan's member.
Oh.
Are we talking about
The one that you were with
Mr.
for 4.5 hours.
Oh.
Realistically, it was only like an hour and a half total.
No,
but-
it was, dude, I was with you.
Really?
You were
Was it?
with that guy for half of your shift
Really?
because you were with him for an hour and a half
Yeah.
before your lunch.
Time both flew and stood still with
Maybe
that
you were
guy.
And
just
then you
having
went
so
on
much fun. It
lunch,
felt
Yeah.
like
And
an
you
hour a
came
half.
back and you got stuck with him for another like 2 hours.
Well, I didn't want any, like, I was already dealing with the guy. I didn't want anybody else to, like, have to take that on.
I did almost get stuck with him, and then you
Yeah.
came back from lunch.
I saw him and I was like, and I heard Dennis say, warning, warning. And I was like, let's go face the music. It was like,
It's very noble of you.
I am
Lagoya
noble.
was fully ready to take over too.
I am pretty cool.
He was
aren't I?
timing him.
Yeah. He this guy, I do feel bad for him. He has PTSD. I found out from Zach. He was in the army for 8 years. And so he's like a social, like, isolating type of guy. He's
Yeah.
totally technologically illiterate. And
He also was having some form of religious psychosis.
he was,
I deal
yes.
with people like that all the time.
Yeah, this guy was really intense. I wasn't sure if he was like a couple of times it felt like he was kind of threatening me almost because he was talking. Okay, so religious psychosis first of all, he was he was like, oh, I think I love Lucifer and I think Lucifer is God and I think there was like some guy brought in some demon from another universe and basically it rules NASA and the Illuminati and blah, 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 blah. And then he was talking about blood sacrifices and he was like, you could be a blood sacrifice too one day. And I was like,
He also
thank
told
you.
my
I'd
He
be like,
also
where do I
told-
sign up, bro?
yeah.
He also
was
told
saying, like,
Zach that AI is God.
right.
That's nice.
That
Oh.
doesn't surprise me.
So it's just a senile.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Senile or like borderline schizophrenic or like, I don't know.
It's
He-
just so many things it
Paranoia
could
through
be.
the roof. Probably.
exactly. Lots of conspiracy theories, lots of QAnon type stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's sad to see.
He was like very racially motivated too.
Yeah.
He
It's sad to
very
see.
loudly said a certain word, like a certain gamer word, a couple
Oh,
of times, and I
oh,
just had to be
wow.
like, "Oh my god!"
I just
He
watched.
did just say that.
Oh
Mind
my
you,
AI.
Oh my AI.
I worked this entire shift with Ryan, and I literally was like standing 20 feet away watching Ryan for safety for like
Yeah.
the entire time.
I'm
Just
so
to make
glad.
And I
Sure.
was ready to like get him out of there when needed. And at
Yeah.
some point, I literally just looked at Nick and I said, Nick, Can you go tell Ryan? I know it's not time for him to really have to be on lunch yet. Can you tell Ryan he has to go on lunch right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach apparently texted him too, because Zach the day before got
Yeah.
stuck with him for like 2 hours, and they were talking. They went more along the AI dialogue tree. I
Yeah.
apparently went down the theology and conspiracy theory dialogue tree, and it was nutty. I feel really bad for the guy, but also I did not feel totally safe. Like, I don't know.
Sometimes NPCs be crazy.
Yeah. Like he
Yeah,
could have
and
glitched out.
he really was like with this guy for like half of his shift though.
Yeah.
Like this guy was there for like 4 hours.
Guys, it's very easy to explain. A line of his source code is missing.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, that's all it is.
A little DNA is gone.
They just
something
didn't
like
put the
that.
filter in him.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Forgot to flip the last switch before sending him out of the factory.
we got $5,000 out of him though.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy pays.
Yeah, he bought a TV, he bought a MacBook, he bought some other stuff, headphones.
Usually
He-
people like that go
after
crazy.
he had to go through every single MacBook and every single audio piece on the floor.
Every gadget,
So
he wanted
Every
to know
gadget, one by one, he made Ryan walk him through it.
He bought all
That's
of the
why you
things
were
that
with
are
him for, like,
listening
2
to him.
hours.
everything. Yeah, he wanted to be like Tony Stark. That's what he said. He was like, "Who's that guy from Marvel with the technology and whatever?" And I was like,
You got to
Iron
get
Man?
about
He
10
was like, yeah.
degrees, my guy.
"Yeah,
Have fun with that.
yeah." He was a little. I don't know. He probably wasn't actually like the kind of guy who would do anything, but
You
maybe
never
he
know that,
was.
though.
I would have
Yeah,
started
maybe he
messing
was.
with him when he said, "Who's the guy from Marvel with all the technology?" I would have been like, "Batman."
Batman.
Well,
yeah.
because here's the one thing I'm gonna say
Oh,
when it comes to
Bruce
members.
Banner?
Like, here's the one thing I'm gonna say about when it comes to like members at work though. So with Zach's method with crazy members is if they start talking crazy, he is gonna try and out crazy them, and if he can't out crazy them, then like it's bad.
Yeah.
And
That
Zach
sounds
couldn't
fun.
out crazy this guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Zach got like freaked out by it. And I
I
was like,
bet.
you know, if Zach needs to get out of the conversation,
Things are
then
bad.
Things
I
are
wish I
bad.
had the
Yeah.
constitution to do that. I'm too literal of a person. I think it would short circuit my brain. Because whenever people try to get crazy with me, my brain just automatically goes to logic and how can I make this make sense and how can I rationalize what they're saying to me. And it doesn't really work with crazy because you just can't rationalize it. So it breaks me a little bit every time.
I feel like picking them apart like a puzzle almost.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
What
wanna
makes
know
you
what's going
think
on
this
here.
But by the time
Right,
I get to the
exactly.
last piece, I'm like, I don't want to touch this puzzle anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
I need to wash my hands.
Am I
Yeah.
getting like fired for just listening to you?
Yeah,
right now?
literally.
Like, oh no. What have I done?
Can I listen to this?
Yeah. Is this legal?
Are we allowed to be in the same building?
Right.
It's just so funny
Security.
sometimes the things that like customers in customer service will tell you. Like a guy just straight up told me I was going to die in the rapture one time. So
Bring it on.
Aren't we
also
all?
told-
Wasn't that the point of the rapture?
he also told
Yeah.
me that my brain was going to get taken over by 666. So
Mm-hmm.
How do you know it isn't already?
Remember that guy earlier today? The guy who was like, okay, so the bearded guy.
are you
So-
talking about the guy that I had to walk away from? Because if it's that guy,
No, he walked away from us.
Oh,
Remember?
no,
It was
yes,
towards the end of the
that
shift.
guy.
You and I, he was just like, hey, could I get some help or something like
Yeah,
that?
a
And we
guy
were
asked
like,
us for help, and I turned and I looked at him, and then he said that he was freaked out, and then he walked away because
was
I
like-
was staring at him.
yeah, I was like, what do you need? And you were just looking at him and like trying to find out if he needed anything. Like, and he was like, why is she looking at me? She's staring at me. That's a little weird. She's too weird for me, man. And I was like, okay.
Oh my
Do you
God.
need anything?
And then he walked
Like-
away.
And they just like left. And I was like,
That's fine. Your
Okay.
loss.
cool.
No, it was a little bit before I clocked out. There was a guy that came up to, and I'm trying to remember what he asked you for.
I could not tell what he was asking. He was mumbling.
Yeah,
Like-
the guy that was you're talking like when we were by the the
Oh,
computers
the
and
guy
stuff.
with the green jacket.
Maybe he kept
Something about a big body pillow or something.
Yes, that
Yeah.
guy. I had to walk away because that guy freaks me out.
Yeah.
I
He
don't
was a
know if you
little
just saw
weird.
me like kind of go around the corner.
did. I saw
and
you
then I
pulled,
took
yeah.
like 4 steps and I just walked around the corner. I was like, I can't let this guy realize it's me because he
Yeah.
gets really weird with me and Donna.
Yeah. He was a
I
little
hate to
odd.
cut you guys short.
Anime.
We should
Anime.
Yeah.
wrap up.
Yeah,
It's getting kind of late, anyways.
indeed. So we have one final topic that we want to cover, and that is how important is the ending of a series to that series?
The ending is paramount.
Indeed, because
Arcata.
it's kind of like your closing statement on a paper you're writing. And it's the last thing somebody's gonna read or see, and it's going to kind of solidify their thoughts and feelings on your art. So,
Argument. Death Note.
Oh,
I think the journey of Death Note is so much more important than the ending because you know the ending the whole time.
but it's how you get to the ending.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
how you get to the ending. So like when I
And
think
the
of Death
ending
Note,
shows you how
I
you
think
get
of
there.
L and I think of their battles and I think of their arguments and I think of all of the plans that Light made. I don't think about how Light died. I knew that Light was going to die the whole time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
okay. So if we like compare these two scenarios, we'll have like a really crappy anime that has a beautiful ending, and people are like, "Oh my god, that changed my mind." Mm-hmm. Or we have like an anime like Death Note that was, "Oh my god, this is so great," and then the ending is like meh, and then that's what you're left with because like final impressions are important. I feel like,
And rewatchability is also important.
yeah,
Yeah, but I think that in a general sense, I think about the journey way more than I think about the ending.
yeah.
I get
So-
that. I think the ending should have the same amount of emotion and fulfillment as the journey to get there should have.
Mm-hmm.
And personally, Death Note's ending didn't really do anything for me.
No, but you still think about Death Note all the time, and it's one of the easiest ones to rewatch.
That's true.
Until you get to season 2. And
That's
then it's
also
kind of a
true.
drag.
Yeah, well, that isn't necessarily the story's fault as much as it is them switching animation studios.
It's also a
the
little
fault.
bit of the
no, it's the
story.
story's fault.
Yeah.
No,
It's the story's fault.
no, it's the animation.
Near and
Oh
Mellow
my god,
Yes.
suck.
disagree.
I hate Nier.
entirely.
I
So
hate Nier with a burning passion.
I think
I
it
hate
is
Mellow
so
more than I hate
important to
Nier,
talk
to be
about the
honest,
kids
but
and
they
the
both suck.
orphanage that Elle came from. I think that is key storytelling. And I think the only reason that season 2 is so forgettable is the voice acting and the animation quality was not up to par of season 1. So like you look at Ryuk, there's not a single frame you can pause on where Ryuk looks normal. Like it doesn't exist.
Yeah, no, that's not my issue with season 2. My entire issue with season 2 is that
Nier
I
and Mellow.
quite literally hate Nier and Mellow so much.
But for what reason?
I can't stand their characters.
For
From
what?
having a character like Elle
Yeah, they do
to
not
going
compare.
to this bratty, sassy, bullshit children of Nier and Mellow. They are just so polarly different from the expectation of the detective that you already have. Like Nier's
But they're
kind
children.
of
You
close.
know
He's
that
just
they're
L2.
they're worse successors.
Kind
Like
of.
you know that
the
going
downgrade.
into it.
Like
Right.
it
Yeah.
honestly,
Elle
like
at
going
home.
into it, it feels
Elle is
almost
the finished
like
product.
it's sad. It's like you know that this is actually how it's written,
Mm-hmm.
but it almost feels like one of those where something happened and then they wanted to keep going. It's almost like when
They
Elle's
push it too far.
gone
Yeah,
and you think, okay, that's where you need to end.
they stretched it.
But
a
they
bit.
can't
And
let
then you
Light
stretch
win.
it, and then you stretch it then.
But
that's
Light
the
won
point.
the moment Elle died.
Yeah, that
Light
was the
wins
point.
the moment Elle died.
I disagree with because he clearly didn't win.
But he did win. He got what he
because
wanted.
the entire thing was it. A lot
It
of
wasn't to
turned-
kill Elle.
It was to beat Elle
It was to
at his own game.
outsmart him.
But
And
it
he did.
wasn't because
And
none
beat
of
him in his
that.
own game.
He didn't know who Elle was when he started. The whole point was he wanted to take over the world, and that didn't happen
Well,
because
to be fair,
of Nier and Mellow.
the point of Light's entire motif is to bring about his own perverted sense of justice.
Yes.
And the one person consistently standing in his way that became his new fixation was Elle. And so suddenly Light's entire motivation is to outsmart and beat Elle, which he succeeds in. And I would argue that he was more passionate about beating Elle than he was about his original agenda because he got so close to Elle.
I think that you having that perspective is the reason why people hate Nier and Mellow so much. Because he had so much passion for Elle that made that season so good.
They
That
loved
when
each
you
other.
introduce Nier and Mellow, he doesn't care. He doesn't give a fuck.
In that foot scene, like, come on.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. The tension was crazy.
Yeah.
Literally.
So there's no tension, there's way less passion,
They were
and so
in the
therefore
rain.
Nier
were in
and
the
Mellow
rain.
seem like worse characters. But it's just because they're younger, worse successors of Elle that just weren't ready to step up to the plate. And I think that is an important part of the story. And I think that it
Mellow more
could
so
have
than
been
Nier.
done better, but it was a
hated
disappointing
it.
season 2.
So mad to me.
Mellow
I
was the
hated it.
worst.
Nier I could get with because
Like
I actually
the
just
fact
stopped
that Mello
watching.
started a gang ruined it for me. I was like, get out. Whoever Mello is, whoever this character that you're trying to portray right now, you think you're all big, get out.
Yeah, Mello.
Like when I rewatch, I just stop
Yeah.
at that point. Like once Elle dies, I'm like, okay, that's the end.
that's
Oh, done.
actually my argument for why most of the Death Note movies are kind of crappy, but I think there were 2 live action movies that were in series with each other,
Yep.
and one of them ends with it's something like Elle walking up to Light and talking to him in a garage while eating a bag of potato
Yes.
chips. It's like the one that
Yes.
Light was hiding the thing in, and that was cool. I don't think that existed in the anime or the manga. It was
didn't.
like, oh shit, he knows. And then the second movie, just like the story ends with Elle's death, and I was like, perfect. Okay, like forget all the acting, forget like.
But that leaves so much open because then
That's
what's
true.
Light gonna do?
It's
like that.
true.
I just
Light's
feel
gonna
like
do
that
what
you
what
have
Light's
to
gonna
see
do.
Light die.
Yeah, you do have to see Light die, honestly. And then,
They
no
should have
spoilers
died
for
in
the
each
epilogue,
other's
but
arms.
something happens to Light, and there's a theory that I think is very valid. At
Yes.
the very end, it's a scene where
Where he becomes
something.
Well,
Yeah,
Shinigami?
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I guess it's. Old
mean,
enough
we've
that we
already
can
said that
spoil
Light-
it. That's
Yeah.
true.
Light
That's
dies.
true. Right.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. That's true.
yeah.
Yeah, Light is most likely that Shinigami, and I think that's so sick.
There's
Yeah.
like a whole
Yeah.
side, like a fan made, like what if manga essentially, where Light does become a Shinigami and
Yeah.
he kills the god of death and takes
Whoa.
his death note.
Yes.
Oh, bastard!
Yeah,
He did it.
yeah, he did.
But there's a new
Big brain.
manga
brain.
out that they are planning to animate where
Death Note 2.
yeah, basically I don't know if it's Ryuk or another Shinigami, but another Death Note drops and they basically it's like mini Light.
Oh, is it that kid with the white coat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I haven't read that yet, but
Yeah.
I need to. Yeah. Or there's like there's that. I think they only ever made a light novel, which was Elle Save the World.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to see that animated, or even just a manga of it.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Gotta glaze Death Note a little bit before we go.
Really quick too with the how important are endings. Do you consider endings different from epilogues? Because I personally I think something can have a great ending and a terrible epilogue and it not
Yeah.
be the ending. So like for me, you'll understand this from reading it, Demon Slayer. Good ending. The epilogue, you don't need it because the epilogue has nothing to do with most of what it is.
I like it though because I like side characters and usually the like it'll end and then they're like, oh yeah, and then these side characters went on to do this. And I'm like, oh good,
And I
thank
think
you.
part of
I
that's
wanted to hear that.
Boruto.
I will say, I think what annoyed me about what really sent me into the rage, I think, about the epilogue, though, for Demon Slayer and the manga, is you pick up this manga, and, it's an average size manga.
Yeah.
The first, 3 chapters are the ending, and then the last entire,
Oh.
over half of
over
the
half
book,
of the-
like 2/3 of the book, is just epilogue.
That's kind of annoying.
And a lot of the epilogue is,
Bleh.
yeah.
I see.
Dang.
Yeah, that would be frustrating.
So I think you can have a great ending and a not great epilogue, and that's like the true
Muddle it.
ending.
Yeah.
I feel like epilogue kind of falls into the category of spin-off movie almost.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or spin-off in general.
Close, but not quite.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
And
the closest to a canon spinoff.
you could fix a bad ending with an epilogue, and then
Can't fix a
headcanon
bad
that as the
epilogue with an ending.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what you kind of mentioned earlier, so many people were happy with the original ending of My Hero, and then when the volume released, they added the little more portion with the epilogue, and now people are all of a sudden angry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's unfortunately common.
You know what's not a bad ending? Attack on Titan's ending.
I agree.
You know what would be better though if it didn't end.
Technically, it doesn't.
I know that's why.
Goes on and on and on.
It'll never stop.
I totally called it would have a new scene in that movie. By the way,
I,
you
Yeah.
I knew-
were a hater. You disagreed with me. You said there's not going to be any new scenes. It's
That's
going to
not
be the
true.
same as you. No, yeah, that is exactly what
I'm
you
the
said.
one that showed you that there was going to be new stuff.
And then you looked into it and you're like, no, I think it's fake. I don't think there's going to be anything new. I don't want to disappoint myself. There's nothing new.
I don't think I said that because I pointed out the fact that Aaron's head was back on his body.
Well, yeah,
and the scars on
that
his
part
neck
we
and
have yet
then
to confirm.
The new pictures and things like that.
That part we have yet to confirm.
I guess.
But there was a new scene.
Yeah, that's cool. I can't wait to see it.
You haven't. I showed you.
Oh yeah. We did see that. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I meant the movie. I want to
See
see
it
the
in
movie.
its entirety.
Yeah.
If you're watching and you still haven't watched Attack on Titan, you need to watch it.
Or I'll find you.
Yeah, you too, Allie.
And inject you with Titan serum.
No, I'll just sit down and watch it with you respectfully. But I won't leave until you watch all of it. That's the deal.
Mildly menacing aura, but no action taken.
Prolonged eye contact.
Hey, Asher, I
Eye
could give you
contact.
Allie's address. You could just show up.
You could.
Prolonged eye contact.
Joshua,
What's
how,
up?
how do we feel about endings?
Endings are important because they confirm the journey that led to that point. Without an ending, you don't know what it's really all about. Everything has to come to an end, so without that, it would have been for nothing, ain't it?
True.
So
How
it's
deep.
like, you really gotta enjoy the endings. Because, fuck, man, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Is Hunter x Hunter the mangaka that keeps going to the hospital?
Yes.
Yes.
I really hope they get an ending.
He's apparently training his wife on like
How to draw, yeah.
Yeah.
No, so he has given her the outline for the end and given her the choice to finish it as if she chooses to. She is a mangaka. She wrote Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
She needs no
yeah.
training on how to draw.
Yeah, I forgot.
She said, I've been doing this a minute.
But yeah, I hope that they get an
She
ending.
has mixed feelings about finishing it, though, I've heard.
I mean,
That's fair.
I just
I
feel like
would
it's been such a
understand,
journey and he's
'cause,
been
like,
trying for so long.
and that's probably why she has
Yeah.
mixed feelings.
I mean,
Because she doesn't want to take it away from him.
for the people, I guess there's give and take when it comes to Hunter x Hunter for the ending, because if you're looking for the ending of Gon's arc, you get it.
Yeah.
Gon's arc is finished.
I see.
But who you haven't seen the end for is Kurapika.
Yeah. And that's an intense one.
yeah.
Kurapika is
That's
the arc
dark.
that he's in the middle of writing.
I see.
And like it'll be like every
very
once in a while
Sasuke.
he'll release a few chapters here and there, but
I mean, it is. It's very Sasuke coded.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And Sasuke arguably has the best arc in all of Naruto. I mean, across
disagree.
arguably in terms of like, okay.
I mean,
here's
it's
what I'll
definitely
say.
arguable because she will.
Right. Between the two main characters, which is Naruto and Sasuke, Naruto has your classic like battle shonen kind of arc.
Yeah,
and
he has the
Sasuke actually
empathizer
has some. Yeah, yeah.
He's
like,
supposed to be relatable.
right.
Yeah. Whereas Sasuke is the antagonist, the one
All-
that keeps the story going in spicy and
Exactly.
interesting ways.
And I will admit, I'm a sucker for a revenge fantasy.
Oh, dude. me
so
too.
like maybe that's just why I kind of like.
But
That and-
Pain.
that and
Okay.
Pain's revenge fantasy.
Okay, I will never disagree with you on that. Pain is one of my favorite characters.
Justified.
Yes, absolutely.
The Pain arc.
Yeah, the Pain arc.
It's
We have to be broad because
the Pain arc is the best arc in all of Naruto.
The Aoi Uch, my boo boo
Yeah.
arc, my pain. Kokoyoi. Sakai ni tame. Shinra tens. Yeah. So, by the way, I have a big confession to make.
ooh.
Not a small one.
A huge confession. It's massive.
Bring it.
Since you're new on the pod, I have a question before we go.
Okay.
But go.
I have never seen Naruto all the way through. In fact, I've never seen it in its official capacity. I know everything about Naruto
But you should.
because I've read
You're one of those.
I've read every fan fiction and every Wikipedia article and
Whoa.
seen all of the best
whoa, whoa,
fights
whoa.
online.
I felt that.
Pause. You've read every
Every
fan
fan
fiction.
Severus Snape x Naruto.
it exists.
Mpreg.
Oh yeah, it does.
Oh yeah, it definitely exists.
Yeah.
Mpreg. Heavy Mpreg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one of each where they both get impregned.
Exactly. And there's one where
And then there's one where they both do.
Yeah, to each other even.
Yeah.
And then there's another
Before
one
summer.
where Dumbledore shows up.
so
You
have
can
every
skip the filler.
you have every right to be disgusted with me, but I am a Naruto fan.
I'm not disgusted.
I will argue
I'm-
this until the end of the
I'm
episode.
just
So,
disappointed.
Before you go, I am
I'm
curious your personal big three.
You're gonna hate me.
No, I'm not.
Dragon Ball Z.
What's there to hate about that?
It's just basic, I guess.
That's fine. Your
Okay.
big three
At
tends
least
to
you
be
can
basic.
recognize
Okay.
it.
Okay. Number 2.
What?
Sheesh. I haven't thought about this actually. What is my big 3?
We really got to get Jeopardy music, guys.
Yeah. Honestly.
I need a button. I swear.
Um.
The amount that I just sing it into the mic for us.
Yeah.
Out of key.
We need to get a button.
This is highly modular, so my answer, if I thought about it more, would probably be different. And it's partially just based on what's like at the top of my brain. 'Cause
That's
of what
fine.
we've been talking about.
Yeah, it always changes.
I guess I'll just put so Dragon Ball Z number 1. Oh, actually, the original Yu-Gi-Oh series, because that's the very first anime that I grew up with as a
That's
child.
fair.
based. That's
And-
based.
Yeah. Like seasons 1 through 5 of Yu-Gi-Oh. Fuck GX, fuck 5Ds, fuck everything after that. Vrains.
Mm.
And then lately it's been I really like JJK.
I love that.
I really like JJK.
That's an interesting big three. I love it.
Can't wait for season 3.
Have you seen One Piece?
Honestly.
That's kind of where I was getting at because everyone either puts it in their big three or doesn't like it.
I have not seen One Piece.
Okay.
And every single one of my friends has seen One Piece and has been like
Yeah.
slapping me around,
They're gonna
trying to
do
get me
that.
to watch it.
You
Yeah.
They're
don't. You
all
just
like
don't
that.
listen.
And everybody says like, we're gonna find out what the One Piece is this year. And I'm like,
No, you're
fuck you,
not.
no you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're
never
not.
gonna find out.
Yeah.
It was friendship all along.
He did
Otis-
say
Otis
he
in his
promised it
40s.
wouldn't be.
Yeah.
He
I
can
don't
literally
know.
just keep going until he's like 80.
Right.
He
Bro,
could just
you're
be
not gonna
saying
find
that.
out.
He said he promised it would be a real thing, not a concept like friendship or adventure or anything like that.
It's gonna be some Lovecraftian horror. It's gonna be like the city of
It's an
Relay or
eyeball.
something. Yeah.
No, it's this one specifically shaped stone that was on the beginning island.
Yeah.
from,
Yeah.
Like
Luffy is
1,000
the One
episodes.
Piece.
He
ago.
threw it in the ocean.
Yeah.
Episode 1.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So I'll get around to it at some
It's a
point.
singular peace sign.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
The one
JoJo's
piece.
Bizarre Adventure number 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm basic. I'm not
Number
basic.
4.
I like quality. Okay.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4 is your favorite.
Nope. No. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is.
Yes, number 4 is your favorite.
Is it?
Is it?
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you replaced Dragon Ball Z with Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, no.
Number 4.
No,
maybe I meant to
no,
say
I'm
number
just saying.
4.
I'm just
number
saying
4
of,
favorite.
of your
Yu-Gi-Oh! was
JoJo's.
two.
Number 4
Dragon
is
Ball
your
was one,
favorite.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Was two.
Out of all the JoJo's, number 4. No. I think actually my favorite JoJo is probably Joseph.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was so
No.
concerned and heartbroken for a moment. That's why I kept repeating number 4.
Jorno's number 4, right? Or is it
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Jorno's not my favorite. Hell no.
Yeah.
I think in order of JoJo's, it would be Joseph, Jotaro because testosterone, Jonathan because he's the OG, and then Jorno, and then I haven't seen Jojolian or
Josuke.
Josuke or I haven't. Well, Josuke, I guess. So Jorno will be number 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Technically.
Josuke.
Yeah, he's technically like season 4.
Right. Josuke would be after Jonathan, Jorno after that, and
This
I
is so
haven't
funny
read
if
the
you
other
haven't
ones.
watched it.
Yeah, this is an interesting conversation if you have no context.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah.
Every season of JoJo
Is a
Has
different
another
story.
Joe.
has a different JoJo leading it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all somebody who's from
Yeah,
the
it's an anthology.
Joestar family
That's horrible.
that is all descended from Jonathan.
I don't like that.
Joseph is the best.
Okay. I'll take
He's
your
number
word for it.
2.
He's the best, but he's number 2.
No, he's like the second one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's
From
JoJo
like
number
in
2.
New York and stuff, and with the little like hats.
Yeah.
He's like, I thought you were out thinking of me. Like, what?
Whatever
Too
he's
much
on,
thinking going on.
I
man.
want some.
My IQ is
Who's the one that
164.
gets like his head stitched on?
I think it's what?
Gets like a. I think it's like he gets his like head stitched on or something like that. Am
Dio.
That is
Yeah.
Dio.
That's Dio. That's what I'm
Dio's
thinking about?
head is stitched. So Dio's head gets cut off at the end of season 1.
I think his head fell off.
He's just one
I think his head
persistent
fell off,
motherfucker
Maddie.
right there.
Oh my god.
And then Joseph, or no, not Joseph. Jonathan is cradling his head as this like ship is blowing up and going down.
Oh, like Mikasa and Eren.
And
Yeah.
somehow somebody gets the body.
It's the doctor guy, the shady doctor.
Yeah, the shady doctor.
Yeah.
He
Wants
gets
to
their
do some
bodies
shady stuff
and
with that
he
body.
stitches because, mind you, really quick, Dio's a vampire.
Sick.
Yeah.
So he's can't die. So he's decapitated and he just doesn't have a body anymore. He just has a head.
Oh, so he's just chilling.
So they cut Jonathan's head off and sew Dio's head onto his body.
Oh,
So his body is Jonathan Joestar, but his head is Dio. So
Okay.
that's where Giorno gets confusing because Giorno is not an actual direct descendant of Jonathan. He's actually a bastard son of Dio using
interesting.
Jonathan's body.
I see.
But
That's
genetically,
There's a lot of lore to this show.
They're also adopted brothers.
Oh,
That's nice.
It's a real deep show with a lot of Shyamalan going on. Do a lot of twists and turns, dude. It's just like, what the fuck? What's going on?
a lot of Spy Kids 3 going
Yes.
on.
Yeah, just wait until you get to Jolene's arc.
Yeah.
Then you're really like, wow. It lives up to its namesake
nice.
of bizarre adventure.
I'm about to be so confused. I heard Jolene's is like wild.
Yeah.
Even by like JoJo's
No, it
standards.
is wild.
Yeah.
It was honestly though, it's one of the best seasons.
Is it?
It really is.
Okay, I'm excited. I was waiting until the whole season or the whole
It's set in a women's prison in America.
Yeah. I saw the first episode. I was a little weirded out by like Jolene. It was such a character shift between her becoming Orange is the New Black and she gets into prison by being like, I love you, hubby. Oh my God. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like she was very like almost passive maybe. And then she becomes
And then she finds Stone Ocean and then she's just ready to kill everybody.
the boss bitch. And it's like, whoa, that was honestly,
She's like, oh, yeah.
Based.
She's like, you stole the discs from my father's head. Now you're all gonna die.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Some
because
people just
people have
snap.
discs in their head, and one disc is and they're like their souls. So one of them is their actual human part of them, and then the other part is their stand. And somebody stole her dad's.
Interesting.
That's new. I didn't know about that.
It's like in the first episode.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah,
Discs?
yeah.
Was it
they're-
really?
Yeah, it's like in the first episode. It might be the second episode. At
Okay,
most, but it's
okay.
like really early on there.
I'm also very dumb, so I could have just like totally missed it as well.
Because that's what happens to Jotaro. Because Jotaro is her dad,
Yeah,
so that's how he's involved.
yeah.
All right. Is there anything we want to watch, consume, research for our next episode?
We kind of decided on a topic,
Yeah.
so we'll talk
A
about that
theme.
after this.
Okay. Okay.
That's good.
Well, it's been a pleasure. Always fun to get everybody together, talk about our favorite animes, our likes, our dislikes, debate about topics. If you guys have enjoyed listening to our very extensive yap sessions / ramblings / minor arguments, please like, comment, subscribe, keep coming back. Tell us what you want to hear. You know, maybe we don't talk about stuff that you want us to talk about, and we can clearly talk about anything. So literally lay it on us. Physically grab it, drape it on top of me, or anyone of your choosing.
We'll figure
and
it out.
Communicate it. But other than that, hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.
Bye.